All right. Monday night. Welcome to the Poker House at Burleson live stream. We've got Patty Mac's game going on tonight. This is a 1-2 no limit, $200 max buy-in. You see the starting stacks there. Everybody's starting with 200. We've got Rhino in seat 1, SRL in 2, Lorenzo, the winner of the free buy-in drawing. So he's in for free tonight. See if he can spin that up. We've got Aaron in seat 4. Patty Mac in seat 5, host of the game. Bone in 6, TT in 7, Atlas in 8, and Clay in 9. Should be a really fun night. Looking forward to it. Patty Mac wanted to make sure we gave a shout out to his daughter Sheridan. She's out there watching, and it looks like we've already got one comment. Nathan in the chat said he's here for the fire. I think that's what we're all here for, Nathan. So let's look forward to that. I'm DJ. I host the Wednesday night game. Patty Mac generally will commentate on my live stream, so I'm going to give his a shot tonight. Let's see if we can have some fun. And we're off with hand 1. Aaron's going to bring it in for $2 with his pocket threes, a couple of folds. TT's going to look him up with King 9. Clay's going to call with 8-9. Rhino gets in for $1 with his 9-8, and the big blind's going to check. So, and right off the bat, Aaron's going to flop a set. Looks like TT and Atlas might cost him a little bit here. Got 2 calls, 115. Aaron might get tricky and check here unless there's a scare card of some kind. That's not going to be a scare card for him. He's going to check that. Terry's going to fire 20. Atlas with the call. Oh, I don't want him to raise there. There's no way he can lose that hand. He might have just cost himself a little money. But TT's going to call. He got called in both spots. And there's the ace. So it's obviously not going to scare Aaron off. He's going to go ahead and fire again. Cutting out chips. Looks like maybe 50 or so. $60 bet. And everybody's going to fold around to him. So nice hand to start the night. Hand 1, we're gonna start with quads.
Coming out strong tonight.
I thought it was a flop. I was like, I got a flop set the first hand. That'd be great. And then it was quads.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think the set still would have been good.
On to hand 2 here. Aaron's under the gun. Picks up another pocket pair.
Yeah, you flopped the set.
I don't know if that counts.
$10 raise. Patty Mac with ace jack. You call.
I had to win with the flop set. So if I would have bet, and they would have folded.
And TT with a real hand. Pocket queens. Not that 10s aren't.
No.
Fold around. SRL's out. Oh. What's Aaron going to do here? Smooth call or is he going to raise? Going to call the 35. Patty Mac's going to come around with the ace.
You did win. You did win.
No, I won, but no, for that, the flop set. I didn't win with the set flop, technically. I know. Full house on the end.
Little bit of something for everybody.
When you
mean, I get it.
Patty Mac is going to check. Tiki's going to bet his queens. His over pair. Bets 50.
Terry and his Jets.
Aaron's going to make a good lay down right there. I don't know that Patty Mac's going to be able to get away from his. Patty Mac with the backdoor nut flush.
Yeah.
TT's all in. It's like a $58 and about a $200 pot.
Roughly.
Patty Mac thinking it over here. He calls. Patty Mac's going to need a jack or an ace. The 8 falls. TT's going to win a $181 pot there. So back-to-back big hands. First 2 hands of the night. We want to take a minute and give a shout out to Chick-fil-A Burleson for helping us cater tonight for our players.
No kidding.
Both live cash players and live stream players. They helped us and gave us a substantial discount tonight on some little chicken nuggets, some salad. Really good. So we want to thank them. Remind everybody that our FOURtune Jackpot is still running. Every 4 hours it starts over. You hit a full house, Broadway, you hit flop a set. There's 4 things that you hit, and then in the 4 hours, that pot right now is $4,750. All you got to do is hit all 4 in 4 hours.
I just called.
So on to hand 3, don't see any pocket pairs so far.
Yeah, I didn't price that in. He raised. I just called his raise.
A lot of suited connectors.
I just wanted to see a flop with that.
Thought Patty Mac's going to take the lead with the jack again. Aaron's going to bet 6. Patty Mac makes it 21. May fold everybody else out. On to Clay with ace 10. He folds. Aaron's going to call.
Stop looking at me like that, Pat.
Gives Aaron a gut shot or a open-ended or gut shot with a 5. Patty Mac still got top pair.
It's just heads up, right? Yeah, we're good.
Thank you. Working my way back.
Patty Mac made a motion toward the pot, and Aaron just went ahead and folded his hand.
Yeah.
Patty Mac gets a little bit of his back.
Wells, Ryan Wells. Let me know if I need time, Scott. Well, I would have, but he called. I should be okay. $25 to win $75. And then I hit my card on the flop. I was just trying to make sure you had queen.
Sally says, good luck, Pat. Well, all the 7s are out of the deck. Aaron with ace-queen just calls the 6 that Lorenzo made it. I think everybody else is going to call. They're already in for 2. So we've got a $48 pot. Well, TT flop top pair. Or no, he's got a gut shot. There's a couple of gut shots out there.
Chick-fil-A Burleson for this delicious meal.
And we get our river card, which is another 4. So Atlas and Clay are going to chop this up depending on how the betting goes. The 23 is bet and called. Should fold out Lorenzo and Aaron. And we'll have a chop pot.
No, I had to work later tonight. Mondays he works from home and he's got caught up on a project.
We'll say hi to Scott for you, Sally. Scott's a good guy. He's played in my games on Wednesday nights. Really enjoy playing with him. A lot of fun. Speaking of my game, that's going to be Wednesday nights. We start the game at 7 o'clock. The live stream starts at 7:15. We play a 1-2 no limit, $300 max buy-in. We do have a bomb pot at the top of every hour. We play a 7-deuce game where if you win a hand with 7-deuce, everybody at the table owes you $5. The only change we've made to that game is it cannot be pre-flop. It must be post. You have to win the pot post-flop with 7-deuce. So we have a lot of fun. If you want to get on that list, or if you want to get on the list for Patty Mac's game, you go to Poker Atlas on the app, or you can call Poker House and they'll get you signed up. Well, looks like we're heads up with Kings against Ace-10. Atlas with the Kings, Clay with the Ace-10.
Come on down, Pat. The weather's fine. There we go.
And a bet to fold. We've got Lorenzo in the control room tonight, as always, working his magic, making sure everything stays on point, does everything that this thing's supposed to do. Want to thank him. He does an incredible job, and I don't think gets thanked enough. So thank you, Lorenzo. All right. Hand number 6. All right, Rhino's going to come in with King 6. Going to get a call from Scott. SRL with King 10. Lorenzo's going to raise to 6 with Ace 7. Aaron's going to fold his ace. Patty Mac calls 6. TT calls the 6. And everybody's in for 6. We've got a $31 pot headed to the flop. Well, Rhino and SRL have top pair. SRL's got him out kicked. Patty Mac got a piece of that. Eliminated 1, down to 3. King 4 is not going to change a whole lot. I'd expect it to maybe go the same. Patty Mac might get out depending on the amount of the bet. SRL's is going to call. Patty Mac's going to let his jack go. And the ace. Might have a couple of checks here. SRL's going to show him King 10, and as usual, kickers play a big part. So SRL's going to win him a little pot.
No queen.
Oh, man. That's what I was trying for.
So if you didn't catch it at the beginning, Lorenzo in seat 3 Followed the instructions on Poker House Facebook site, liked a post, commented on it, and won his entry into this game. So he's free rolling here. So we want to congratulate him for doing that. It's a heck of a way to come in and have a little fun. Clay's going to start us off here with King 6 off. Going to call. Rhino's going to fold. Get a call from SRL. Aaron's going to call with the ace-jack. Patty Matt's going to let his queen go. And I assumed Atlas called with the ace-4. He did. Suited ace is always good from that position. Well, SRL is going to have the heart draw. Clay's going to have the king with the 6. Without a heart or a pair in his hand, it's hard for Aaron to call there. They're going to fold around. Clay's going to pick that little pot up. We've got Winner in the box tonight dealing. She's dealt our game. A lot of fun when she deals. She's extremely solid. Keeps the action moving, and really is just friendly as heck. She's a lot of fun to play with. There's a lot of fun to play when she deals.
They're probably gonna stay away from this one.
We got a little $2 all the way around here. I had a couple of folds. We'll see what happens on this flop. Rhino's going to flop top pair. Atlas going to have an open-ended straight draw with his 3-5.
Get me again. They're gonna get me again. God. Calm down over there.
We have 52 in the middle. Now that's going to give SRL an open-ended straight draw. Rhino's still good with his 10 high, and Atlas with his open-ended straight draw. Oh, I take that back. Excuse me. SRL's got top pair with Jack Queen. A little slow on the graphic. And Rhino's going to make the $40 call. SRL's going to show him the bad news. $132 pot running to SRL. Nice hand, good bet.
Every time the gunslinger's killing me over here. Let me know. Pat me on the leg if you're getting in the hand.
So that'll take SRL up to the leaderboard. He's up $139 in, I believe, 7 hands. 8 hands.
I'm taking that nickname back. I feel like I misplayed that one, but I didn't.
SRL's under the gun. Fold his hand. Lorenzo's gone. Aaron folds. Patty Matt calls with King 10. Atlas with the 10-8, Clay with the ace-7. So we'll take this flop four-handed. Rhino's going to take a big lead here. Top pair, top kicker. Don't really see anybody else just calling. Clay's going to call with the ace-7. I guess Clay had the ace of diamonds. He could have gone diamond, diamond there. We'll have pot size bet.
What's the river?
No. I'll even show you my card.
Yeah, orientation bet. That's what I wanted to. Yeah. The service and pizza, man. Fuck it. I'll take a water.
I'll take a water and then please. For the holidays and all that stuff.
Go back to managing. I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Less hours too. Like 10, 11 hour shift.
All right, looks like Lorenzo came in for a little bit of a raise, maybe $6 with king 10 off. Patty Mac with the suited jack's going to call. Man, looks like we're going to go six-handed to the flop. Or as we call it in Texas, heads up. We suspect this might check around unless somebody takes a stab at it. Lorenzo does. Good play. He was the pre-flop raiser. Maybe Bone doesn't quite believe him. Bone's going to make a play at this. He figured something out. See if Lorenzo keeps the story going. And he doesn't. Great play by Bone. Picked up an $81 pot.
75 back. I know it. I run into the wall of death over here.
The wall of death.
It's a really good play when Lorenzo raises it pre-flop and you call him with ace little. Comes queen, queen 3. You lead out. You get a call. You check. There's a bet. It's a really good play by Bone there.
Yeah, it wasn't you, Daryl.
All right, Aaron's going to fold under the gun.
Whoa.
31. 20.
I think Patty Mac said 6, but or 5, and threw out a $25 chip. He meant to just call. And Bone going to pick up aces here, makes it 16. Rhino might look him up.
When you come at it like that, I'm out.
He does not. SRL whip with suited connectors. You're going to play a hand against aces. That's the one I'd like to play. Patty Mac calls with his queen jack.
Ran into automatic.
Oh, and what an incredible flop for SLRL. Calls the raise. Flops a straight flush draw. Flops a straight. Bone's going to bet out. No way he's going to put this on SRL right now. SRL is going to make probably a smooth call. $45 bet.
No, chase his name. Well, change his name to River
He
Rat.
calls.
He's going after gunslinger.
Patty Matt with the gut shot on it with a 10, but he's going to let his hand go.
Gunslinger or Terry? I don't like being in the very end with you two.
Sneaky check there by SRL. Bone's going to fire again. SRL's going to make his move now and pounce. Bone's going to make the call. See that he's drawing stone cold dead here, I think. 7 and that will chop it up. But other than that, this pot's going to go to SRL. It's going to be a nice pot for him. And the deuce on the river, of course. SRL is going to win a $247 pot. Bone's probably going to rebuy here. Nice pot there.
Yeah.
That was probably the nicest swap we've ever seen with those cards.
What's that?
You bought the string, you had a flush card.
I feel like I just made the fold of the century right over here.
One card for 9 different hands.
Yeah, exactly.
All them in this is.
What up? Yeah.
So 12 hands, we've got a rebuy. We've had quads. We've had aces get cracked. And we've got about 2.5 hours to go.
Thank you. Yep. Don't tell my two guys.
Yeah.
You found that dirty money?
Dirty money.
God, that was such a nasty flop.
I came up to the poker house just a little bit before the live stream started. We've got the live stream game going. We've got a couple of 1-3 games going, 2 full tables. If you want to play, get on the list on Poker Atlas or come up and jump at the game if there's an open seat, but there's plenty of action going on right now.
Get a seat change. I'm gonna change this. You get a seat change?
Clay's going to raise it up with his ace
Big
jack.
pair there. I knew you
Rhino's
were-
going to look him up with queen 9. Lorenzo with king 10 is going to call. Aaron's going to let his hand go there in the big blind.
Me too. Sometimes it gets me in trouble though.
Well, it's going to give Lorenzo a big lead. He's going to check his. Clay's going to fire with his ace jack. He was the pre-flop addresser. Rhino's going to let his go. Lorenzo with the smooth call. Six of diamonds won't change anything. Clay's still looking for an ace, and it won't help him if he finds it, but he's going to fire at this. It's like 35 maybe. It is.
Did I get you?
Me too.
Not yet. Had to throw that one in.
Lorenzo's going to make the call.
Yeah, you put that one on the tee.
Yeah.
9 of clubs on the river. Won't change anything. Let's see if Clay decides to check here. Lorenzo's going to shove right there, and Clay's going to have to let his hand go. He knows he's beat.
Rolling on the benzo.
The swing shot.
Clay may be thinking about a hero call here. Maybe he thinks Lorenzo missed a flush draw. Would Lorenzo call pre-flop with maybe ace 8? Going to be hard for him to put him on that when he's holding an ace. He's trying to see if the story makes sense. And he makes the lay down.
We go watch in the 15 minutes. Yeah. Just watch it.
Yeah.
It's the only chance later when we go home.
You don't actually study this stuff?
I'm studying myself.
Me too. It is boring.
No, I'm actually a pretty interesting guy. But I watch I look at
He's got a CCR cassette tape on his arm. I mean,
that's for the Big Lebowski, man.
yeah.
That's for the dude.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
And number 13.
Hey, man. It's not cool.
That's a pro, man.
See what Patty Mac does do out the big blind. Just check. Go 5-handed to the flop.
Big
It was
Lebowski.
mine and my dad's favorite movie. I know it's not me.
Clay's going to have the diamond draw. Patty Mac with middle pair.
That's true.
Aaron with a gut shot.
Keep on confusing me with blue.
I would expect Clay to call here. And he does.
I don't know why Drew is a late.
So Lorenzo call here with a 10, hoping to catch a 4. Maybe backdoor flush draw.
Drew? 2 weeks ago, yeah.
And he does.
Fucking lucky Cody.
His brother.
Oh.
That will probably slow the action down quite a bit when you see checks around here.
All the way to the fucking river every time.
And we do.
Staying with me until the river all the way.
The 8, nothing changes. Patty Mac. Oh, it is the 8 of diamonds. So Clay's going to pick up his flush.
Nothing like brother.
See how he feels about it. Fires 15. And Clay will pick the pot up.
How come they gave us the busted ass deal? There we go. Yeah, it's much better. It just looks like literally been
Dowler.
smoking crack behind Walmart.
Dowler. Cleveland Walmart or Burlington Walmart?
No, it's further up north.
Just like the Walmart, neighborhood market. You know what I mean? Not even a real Walmart. If there's a read, Daryl, you can tell us what you have.
Clay with diamonds again. This time queen 10.
Yeah, just say it out loud.
SRL with bigger diamonds. So 6 ways to a flop. A little something for a few of them. Play with his king 10, looking at the gut shot straight draw. SRL is going to call the top pair.
Patty Mac, you're backing out of turn.
Lorenzo folds his jack. Aaron's going to fold his 8-10. Patty Mac calls with his queen.
Says it right on the YouTube. Patty Mac.
Queen 4, he's got a pair of 4s there. SRL is going to take a big lead in this hand. Clay's still going to fire at it. I've played with Scott SRL several times. I don't think you're going to get him to fold this hand here.
Y'all think that old dollar's gonna scare the gunslinger?
Oh, that's his angle. That's what he does. He's like, oh, I didn't hear the dollar. I didn't know. Well, I guess I'll do another dollar.
You cracking
See what Clay decides to do here.
Somehow he got
$74 pot, and he's going to fire 30-something into it, I believe.
He got 6 pairs.
Right at 30, and SRL's going to look him up pretty quick.
expensive.
Yeah.
So SRL on the night's up about $256 and just about an hour's worth of play. Not quite that. Actually, just over 30 minutes, isn't it? So,
I'm gonna get up here and draw all the cards first and figure out what seat I want. Still wouldn't help. Actually, I'm gonna text Gunslinger, hey, what seat do you want tonight? Seat 3, cool. Too late. I'm already in.
That's good.
Somebody's already got it.
Yeah, that's right.
a little $2 around here. Patty Mac's got the gut shot. TT with a pair of 7s. And that's going to make Patty Mac's gut shot. He's got a stranglehold on this hand right now. SRL's going to fire with his 2 pair. Patty Mac's just going to smooth call there. Like SRL bet 20, Patty Mac raised to 40. SRL's just going to call, and Patty Mac's going to show him he's got the nuts.
Yeah. Shout him
Nice
down.
hand, good bet, Patty Mac.
Okay.
Sally said, way to go, Scott.
I
Yeah,
still wasn't going to get crazy with that one. That's for sure.
Clay wakes up under the gun with a big hand, ace queen of spades. Gonna raise it up, maybe 15, 10. Like it not fold around.
I got it. Somebody's got it.
She didn't get me one either.
Got one call with the 8-10
Oh,
from Atlas.
Callie, can I get some cold water?
oh,
I'll get them right here.
I didn't even see her come by.
There's Clay's queen. Atlas is going to fire, and Clay's just going to call. See how Atlas plays this. He's going to bet. Clay's going to call, and Clay's going to pick up the pot.
Got one for Patty, one I got one for.
Thanks, sir.
I want to take just a second and thank Chick-fil-A of Burleson again for helping us out with our catering tonight for all of our players. It was really nice of them. We appreciate that.
You guys get some Chick-fil-A over there? Thanks to our
I walked in, grabbed a plate, had a bite to eat.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Chick-fil-A.
Just get it out of the hand. You don't need to be.
Well, the ace queen of spades is a hot hand.
Oh, sure.
Clay had it last hand. SRL's got it this hand. Aaron with pocket jacks.
I have a chance at something that I'm looking for.
So Aaron's going to raise it up to 25.
Yes, ma'am.
Toronto going to do with his ace 7.
I see that. What is it?
He might get a little sticky here. And he does. He calls. SRL calls.
Oh, I'm well aware.
What happened?
Check.
Check.
It's a great flop for jacks. Aaron's going to bet 20. Rhino with the ace of hearts. We're needing runner. Scott's going to let his ace queen go.
Need 2 more.
Yep.
Good raise, good bet, Aaron.
Had me killed there, Aaron.
What else you gonna do with Jack?
Nothing. Got fire at it.
I was hoping to see a Jack. I didn't want to flop that set. I flopped the set and returned the card. No, it's good for the game, but it's like, that's one of the hardest ones to hit for that. But still,
On to hand number 18.
Hit a single hand for the.
Well, it's time to start doing that, but we're waiting until 8 o'clock to start doing that.
No, we got. I need to get it done before 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Why would you need?
I had
Broadway.
2.
You need Broadway, right? Or you need...
I need Broadway.
Yeah, he's talking. You know how Patty Mac goes.
Patty Mac with small connectors.
Ace high flush.
Going to call the 2.
Ace high flush and Broadway.
Didn't you have an ace? Oh, that was the ace. You had trip aces.
Yeah.
What's the hardest one?
Broadway and a flop set are the
Patty Mac with a gut shot straight draw.
I think Broadway probably...
Not much there for anybody else. Pair of 3s for Clay.
I've had these 2 several times, but the Broadway, I haven't hit it yet.
But it's okay. I didn't even know that. So it starts at
Patty Mac with a pair.
You got to take Broadway, you got to flop and set. You have to have the pocket pair.
And that's going to get Patty Mac to straight. Ryan's going to fire up. Queen 8.
Full house, ace high flush.
Patty Mac's going to look him up.
Turn in their river.
Even if people fold, show it.
He's going to show him the bad news.
You win, Pat. I know. Easy. That's easy right there, huh? Thought we were... Yeah.
I did make a trip.
Sure did.
Good job, my
He sure did.
Amazing. Uh-oh. I had to throw Daryl his own back. I'll make sure you get that. Yeah, I was around so hard to get it, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like Lorenzo folded his suited 2-3. That's a premium for me. As many of you who watched this play know. Patty Mac with a pair of 4s. I think there was a suited ace in there with Aaron. Might be an interesting flop here. So Rhino with the gut shot, Clay with the gut shot. They just need one of the other's cards. Checked around. Another 8. Looks like Patty Mac's 4s are good, but is he going to call Rhino's bet? $15 bet? Aaron's thinking about looking him up. Aaron's going to make the call with the 3s. Patty Mac's going to fold his 4s and see that Aaron was good with the 3.
Nope. Damn it.
Patty Mac, you can tell he's disgusted there. Had the winner, but when somebody calls in front of you, you figure somebody's got something higher than 4s there on that board. Nice call by Aaron.
What'd I call?
Aaron started the night off with quad threes. Won a pot there with a pair of threes. So
I was hoping I had a flop set too, but I'll wait till 8 o'clock.
I missed everywhere. I was just trying to take a stab at that one. Flush draws, straight draws.
It was hard to get regardless. We're gonna be more than I'm getting.
all right, 5-handed to the flop on hand number 20. Aaron hits his ace. He's going to fire out. $11 pot.
That's 7.
Atlas pair of twos. Good call. Now Atlas going to pick up his heart draw, and he's going to bet it. Aaron's going to call. That's going to give Atlas his 2 pair. Aaron's not going to see that coming, I don't think. He's going to call and find out real quick. Atlas is good. I think Atlas was shooting for Kitty and hit Kate there, looking for his heart draw and hit 2 pair.
Well, 8 high.
9 high for
He had 8.
Get a 9 up. That was high play.
Oh, it was?
And he hit the 2 pair on the river.
River is in play tonight.
Not for me. 50 back. Winner.
Nice hand.
Winner. 50 back.
Sean. Getting Jeremy.
That's what I was trying to do to you a minute ago.
What?
Clack one.
Had him go to the river, man.
I know.
All right. Going to be on Patty Mac here. The fold is king 3. Bone with the real hand, ace king. Of course, he had aces earlier and got those cracked. Makes it 10. Clay's going to look him up with the suited ace. Rhino with ace 10. There looks like there's 1 ace left in the deck. If it comes out, there might be a little action here. Well, didn't get the ace, but Bone made 3 kings. Rhino's going to call him with the 10.
60.
Going to raise him. Bone knows he's good here. Just trying to determine if he's going to call or raise. And he's just going to ship it all in.
I got to call Daryl.
Rhino's going to call. He's going to call him with his 10. Going to find out the bad news. He's going to need runner 10s for quads to beat him. And that'll do it. So Bone going to get a little bit of his money back from earlier. Aces didn't work, but ace king did.
There when he called. Back here.
Behind 175 on 61.
Hey, go this
As
way.
soon as he called, I was screwed. Or as soon as he shoved.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Gotta call that.
Bad grab.
There's too many options there.
Very much sorry, man.
No, don't be sorry. That's a card.
I like to win, but I don't like to
All right, Bone's coming in with king 10.
I like to win, but I don't want people to lose.
I don't like to win yesterday. Well, I guess I they were clapping for each other. And the other girl won.
A couple of callers here. The random hands. Aaron with the jack 10.
I know. Probably just there. 'Cause, you know, I guess, you know, you got to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to win. I like to win, but I don't like to
I am saying hi.
Hey, everybody. So we're on a delay here, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's going on with Rhino, but he stepped in to say hi. Rhino, what's going on?
Man, Rhino's getting murdered tonight, but we'll try and reload here. Take a little break.
Yeah, we just had the hand before this was the ace-king against your ace-10 hand.
That was rough.
Yeah.
I knew I was in trouble when Daryl got in there, but I had some options there.
You did.
But it didn't work out.
And that does happen.
Yep.
And that does happen. Aaron's going to fire here with his Jack-10, Jack-high, so I
As
think
he
that
should.
that may do it for Clay here, and he folds, so Aaron's going to pick this pot up. I heard, I can hear a lot of laughing out there. It sounds like everybody's having a good time.
Man, this group is a lot like your group. Everybody's super friendly with each other. We love playing together. I really don't like playing with Daryl and Gunslinger because they're just kill me every time. But what are you gonna do, man? They're good dudes, and you can't.
No, you're just going to keep firing.
Yeah, you got to keep firing. What are you gonna?
Well, it's been, we had quads on the first hand of the night. We've had aces cracked. We've had some action in the first 23, 24 hands.
Yeah, most of it's been me, unfortunately.
I think if you look here on the Nathan says, hi, Ryan, just play better.
Yeah, I know. Nate, just shut up and play the drums.
I'm assuming you know him then.
I do. He's that's the drummer for Blacktop Mojo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good friend of mine.
Good
business
good
partner
deal.
of mine, actually.
Good deal.
Had a little record label together.
We've got another guy here, Biking, says he's here for TT. TT's been kind of quiet so far. He plays really solid, though. Enjoy watching him play. He's in this pot with ace-10 of diamonds. 7, 8, 9. Looks like SRL's flopped open end.
TT is one good dude, man.
Yes,
I
he
really
is.
like him.
And he's extremely solid player, both tournament and cash.
Yes.
I enjoy playing with him a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I got the old 7 deuce, the old DJ's game hand earlier, but I didn't.
I don't think we've seen that one yet.
I didn't get in there. No, you hadn't seen it.
I don't think we've seen that one yet.
Getting close. Getting close.
Looks like Patty Mac's there with middle pair and open-ended.
Yeah, he hits.
Oh, we're
Sorry.
we're getting a preview.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing about a delay. We're gonna get a preview of what goes on.
No spoiler alert here. I was open-ended as well.
Yeah, I see that. So, judging by your reaction, I'm assuming the 5 hits.
It does not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No.
It was not 3 minutes.
Let's see here what we get. We get another 7. That's what happened.
Yeah. He did not hit the straight, but he definitely hit trips. And,
Yeah.
I was halfway. Knew I was beat there, so.
That's where I
What are
looked
you
him
gonna
up
do?
with top pair.
Yeah.
Oh, he said.
SRL, the old gunslinger. Boy, he's not scared to sling them out there.
He's not at all. He's not at all. We, he plays in my game a lot on Wednesday nights, and you learn real quick. You're not going to run him off a hand too many times.
Yeah, I was in big trouble earlier. Sitting, him and Daryl were in. I thought, oh no,
Yeah.
deep trouble. I got to get out.
You're going to have a hard time running those guys off their hand.
I gave you that one.
Well, I enjoy it, and I'll let you get back to it, DJ. I got to go try and make some of this money back.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Good luck. I know you're going to do it.
Good to see you, brother.
All right, man.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes, sir.
Lorenzo, thank you too.
There's 2, right? Yeah.
All right. That was Ryan. He took a little break to come in and say hi. Gave us a couple of little previews of some action to come. SRL just called with a suited 8. Suited ace there. Rhino with queen 9. A little something for everybody.
Terry, you're awfully quiet down there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about he just blasted me on pocket 8 queens earlier, man.
Awfully quiet down
Well, Clay's going to pick up another straight draw, or flush draw, excuse me. Bone and SRL both pick up aces.
Hit 3 little bullets at it.
Don't think Aaron's going to or Clay's going to fold for that just yet. Bone's going to call with his ace 4, backdoor straight draw.
Daryl called too.
Clay's going to call, as expected. Another 3 is not going to change a whole lot for anybody. You should see about the same betting around. Well, SRL is going to bump it up. Looks like 60, 55 or 60 there. 55. Bone's going to let his go. With a paired board and him firing, it's going to be hard for Clay to call. It's just about, looks like Clay's probably got 76 or so left. He's going to let his flush draw go.
I got my first one at age.
Nice aggressive bet there by SRL on a paired board.
No, this one didn't hurt at all. But you know that area is not very sensitive.
Robert says, go TT. He's watching in Missouri. Thank you to all the veterans as well. I'd like to echo that sentiment. Thank everybody that served.
Oh, really?
Robert, we appreciate you watching.
Like 3 hours worth of stuff.
Not much meat right there, is it?
But it's cool because after it's done, it's like, yeah, I got that too. Doesn't hurt anymore.
No, that's straight bone
On to
right
hand
there.
25.
Shit, you can pick one off the wall.
Almost to the 1 hour mark.
We can both take them. Just, he can randomly take anything off the wall. I'll get it.
Looks like this might be the 7 deuce hand he was talking about, but he folded pre-flop. That's the one thing when you're playing a game like we do on Wednesday night with 7 deuce in play, you tend to see a flop in it. Like there was a 10-5 exposed pre-flop, so we'll show everybody what was exposed. Fold that hand and we'll go to the flop. Lorenzo with the queen. Not a whole lot for anybody else. Gonna fire out 10. I'd expect everybody just to fold.
18.
Oh, Atlas called with his 6. He got second pair.
My middle daughter is loaded up with them.
That's what she's asking for money for. Yeah, to get tattoos.
Two pair with 24, I think.
Looks like a bet and a fold.
Yeah, 24.
24 tattoo.
I'm just loaded observation.
So Lorenzo's going to pick up a little pot there.
Like a play.
No,
So let's take a look at the play styles here. Calling stations, SRL, Patty Mac, Bone, Aaron's up there. Clay's playing loose aggressive, what we're going to call it. Lorenzo playing tight aggressive. And they're calling TT and Knit. I don't know that I would call TT and Knit from the first 25 hands that I've seen. He's just hadn't had a whole lot to play with. With the hands he does play with, he plays very well. So love the graphic. Lorenzo in on the $200 free roll. He won the drawing to get his first buy-in here. And looks like he's making the most of it. SRL with a suited ace.
Winner, I would love to tip you. Man, gunslingers over here blasting. Take all the bullets out of his gun here in a minute.
Rhino with a 9, Atlas with the queen, Bone with the king jack, top pair. Got shot straight draw with a 10.
Mr. Darrell said get your check.
Bone's going to fire out at it as he should.
Start over on the contract for FOURtune Jackpot.
I guess I'm not going to hit it.
Just not enough there for anybody else to call, so he's going to pick up a little pot.
I think he only liked one.
Climbing his way back from the aces.
Broadway. That thing's so hard to get, man. I got it.
SRL so far is a big winner tonight. He's up $374. Aaron's up 108. TT's up 75. Having played as few hands as he has, Lorenzo's up 49.
I've never gotten past her.
Like 5 hours. I didn't hit a single one of those.
Right now, everybody else is paying, so we'll see what happens.
Oh my goodness.
Good. That's a terrible hand.
Looks like we might have had a misdeal
Might
there.
have been out. He'd have called $2.
So we're at the 1 hour mark.
777.
And 27.
Huh? No good. You had one.
No good.
Starts over.
All right, SRL in the gun with an 8-3 offsuit. He's going to fold. Lorenzo folds his queen 7. Aaron's going to fold a 9-6. Patty Mac's going to come in with a 2-4 clubs. That's a premium hand for DJ, I promise you.
Let it rip, winner. This is the cheapest hand I've played.
Play with top pair. Atlas with diamonds. Like Atlas makes his flush. This is the second flush he's had. The first one, I believe, was spades. So he's going to fire 12 out at this. And Rhino with a straight. We're going to find out that that straight's no good. Play call with top pair. That's probably going to kill Atlas's action there. I don't think anybody else can really call a bet with unless somebody wants to act like they've got the ace of diamonds. That looks like that's what Rhino's going to do. Gonna fire his straight, 15. Clay's going to look him up.
See the diamond.
Or Atlas going to look him up. Clay's going to fold his hand.
Dang, man.
And unfortunately for Rhino, flush beats a straight. So
Not playing good right now. Gotta revamp here. Should have never got to that point. Should have never got to that point.
I just want to remind everybody, looks like this is Tuesday night, 6:30. We have a $1,000 guaranteed freeze-out tournament. It's one buy-in. Come in. It's a $100 entry for you to start with $30K. Starting stack, an optional $10 staff bonus gets you another $10K in chips. Registration is open until 7:45. There's 20-minute levels, so there's some action. We just started this last week, I believe, was the first freeze-out tournament. So you get in, and a lot of people like playing freeze-outs because there's no rebuys, and you can't just keep firing. And
I understand it, man.
so I'm looking forward to tomorrow night for sure. So come down 6:30, jump in that freeze-out tournament. Lorenzo with a raise of king-queen. Aaron called with his suited 6-7. Patty Mac with a suited jack. Bone with a suited king. TT's going to let his 7 deuce go. Atlas with the 4-5 of clubs. Another one of DJ's premiums. And now we've got a real hand that jumps in the pot with Clay. And he's just going to move all in for $66. Lorenzo, not sure what he's going to do. He's going to let that go. Now, if you remember earlier, I believe it was 7-6 of diamonds that ended up cracking aces. Could be wrong, but I think that was the hand. And it's going to fold around, and that $66 all in is going to pick up a $99 pot. So he'll add about a third to a stack there.
100%. 100%.
Especially when you're like down, you just like.
Chris says, "Get him, Rhino." Chris, I promise you, he's trying. He came in here a few minutes ago, and he's ready to get back at it.
Nailed that. You had it.
Take a beer whenever you get.
It's a note. I'll take a look. Somebody said Patty Mac had a note in front of him. Can I read it? Is it a note or is it his card protector? Because I know what his card protector is. This one right here, this little thing right here. Oh, the piece of paper. Nope, not sure what that says. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You work a little later today.
Unless it's the napkin left over from Chick-fil-A.
Thank you.
All right, it's like Petty Matt's coming back. Yeah, I don't know what those are.
Just tell Patty Mac he put you on the list tonight.
His card protector is a little medallion that says "Nobody cares," and on the other side it says "What you fold." A lot of people like to talk about their hand afterwards. It says "Thank you, veterans," and yeah, it says "Thank you, veterans and troops." Everybody has a note there. That's really cool. TT's going to play a hand. He's going to play a real hand. He's going to call the jacks. Wait for somebody else to raise, maybe. And Rhino will probably. There's no way Rhino folded today's king there. There had to be a graphic snafu. Lorenzo's going to have queens. Should be an interesting hand here. 4-5 suited, queen 10, jacks, queens, and a suited ace. Take any one of those. And unfortunately for the jacks and the queen, an ace and a king came out. SRL's going to like that. Atlas going to have a gut shot. DT still firing with queens, or Lorenzo fired with his queens. Let's see what SRL does. As I said earlier, it's hard to get SRL off a hand when he thinks he's good, obviously. That'd be the same for most people. But he doesn't like to fold. I don't blame him when I've got top pair. See if that slowed Lorenzo down any with 2 overs out there. So he went check, check. SRL's going to fire. It's like 40. With 2 overs out there, I would be really surprised if Lorenzo looks him up here. He's getting his chips ready. Still would be really surprised. There's an ace, there's a king on the board. Yep. Scott's going to throw him the bad news. One over, maybe I can understand the call. 2 overs, kind of hard to do.
Right here.
SRL's going to increase his winnings. He's up $472 so far in the first hour.
Dead one from him.
And guess who just walked in the room? Hello, Patty Mac.
Hello, DJ. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, good. Good, good. We were just commenting on your notes. We were able to finally see on this screen. It said, "Thank you, veterans and troops."
Absolutely.
Really, really cool.
Thanks, man. My dad was in the Marine Corps, and he loved his family, his faith, his country, and the Corps, man. So we just want to say thanks for all the veterans and troops out there. We're able to play poker at night because they're out there protecting us, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good deal, good deal. Well, how's it going for you tonight?
I keep getting mixed up with Terry Tosh early in the game and losing half my stack, and then trying to whittle my way back. So that's what we're doing again tonight. Been a couple of pretty good. Uh-oh, here comes Crazy Ron. Looks like TT's son's out there or something, Robert Tosh, watching from Missouri.
Yeah, yeah. We've been commenting on all these comments earlier.
We had a nice little stream there.
We do.
Quite a few people out there.
We do.
Watching. So thank y'all very much.
Going to the flop, Clay's going to have the nut flush draw. Aaron's going to fire with his ace.
I've run into some buzzsaws. What are you going to do?
I saw Rhino popped in to say hi.
He did. I think he needed a little reset for a minute, which we all do at times.
Yeah, we gave SRL the nickname Gunslinger last week, and man, he's firing, and he played in your game too and fired pretty good too.
He did, and that's what we were talking about. When he believes in his hand and he thinks it's good, it's hard to get him off that hand, and rightfully so.
I said I'm scared of these two.
Yes, sir.
Now we saw the very first hand of the night. We had quads.
Yeah.
We've had aces cracked with, I think, a 6-7 of diamonds.
Yep. Darryl couldn't lay it down.
Could not lay it down. But Aaron's going to fire 15. Let's see what Clay does here. Got a straight draw, nut flush draw.
Oh, I remember this hand.
All right, let's see what happens. So he's going to shove. Don't know that Aaron can lay this down. This is very similar to the last hand where Lorenzo fired 40 on the end with kings or queens, and SRL Gunslinger just had to look him up.
Yeah. Jake, SRL is on one hell of a roll, man. Hope you can come out and play some Monday night too, buddy. Come on down.
I'd love to. Oh, look here, Jake.
Yeah,
Jake needs to make it out.
Thank you, buddy, for coming in and doing this tonight. We appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had a busy day and just got home in time to change clothes and get back up here. So,
did you get you some of the Chick-fil-A? I want to thank my buddy at Chick-fil-A too.
I've thanked them 2 or 3 times tonight. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, good guys down there. Greg at Chick-fil-A in Burleson.
I don't know that Aaron's going to call here.
Now I think he's a little scared of his kicker.
Yep, I think he's worried about his kicker,
and he's up against a ton of draws there.
He is. Good call, good bet by Clay.
Yeah, he shows him.
But he also had the diamond draw and the straight draw, so I feel okay with that.
So what's in store for your game coming up on Wednesday?
Wednesday night, we're playing 1-3, $300 max buy-in. We're playing our 7-deuce game, our new version of the 7-deuce game.
Yep. Tell me that.
And it worked really, we did it for the first time last week, and it was interesting. I think we hit 7-deuce more playing it post-flop than we did somebody moving all in pre-flop. So it was really interesting to see how that played out. I think it got hit 2 or 3 times last week. It was a lot of fun.
You guys are crazy on that game too.
We have a good time.
$250 to win $45.
We have a good time with it, and nobody gets hurt too bad, and you can win a little bit. So it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite games in 30 years of playing that I've ever been a part of on a regular basis. It's just a lot of really good people having a good time.
Yep.
Every once in a while, there's some good poker play too.
I'm gonna get back out there in just a second because we're all trying to still hit that
the FOURtune Jackpot, which is
sir.
up to $4,750, $4,750. You've got to hit. Let's go through this. You got to flop a set.
Yep.
You've got to hit a Broadway straight. You've got to make a full house. What am I missing?
Ace high flush.
And an ace high flush.
And use both the cards in your hand.
Both of your cards have to be used, and this happens every 4 hours from 12 to 4 in the afternoon, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, and 12 to 4 a.m. The pot increases by $250 every day, and right now we're at $4,750. So hopefully we can get that hit here by midnight.
That means tomorrow it's going to be $5,000 if nobody hits
That'd be great. I'm looking forward to it.
$1,000.
I might make more money coming here than going to work. You never know. That'd be my excuse anyway.
I was for a little while. I'm on a little bit of a downturn right now. So
look at this hand here with SRL flopping the nuts. Betting 15.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what happens here. Can't see a whole lot of action. I don't know who would call him here. Maybe Jack 9. Jack 9 does call him. And
Rhino, poor Rhino, man. Oh, I remember this hand. You're not going to let you look here. Rhino hits his trips.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Scott still with the nuts. Rhino hitting trips. But you just don't want to pay too much here, even with your trips. Looks like Scott's going to fire 60-ish into an $87 pot. 50. Atlas is going to fold.
Yeah, he folds. And poor Rhino.
Yeah, there's just, you're.
He should have stayed in here with you.
Yeah. I should have let him know that the seat's open. The seat's open. So he's going to move all in. Scott's going to call, obviously, with the nuts. And Rhino's going to need the board to pair.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. It just makes SRL a longer string.
Yeah, one thing about Rhino though, he'll reload and
Oh,
fire
yeah.
back out. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't play it any differently. He did there.
I knew he had it.
Hey, I'm going to get back out there. I appreciate you and Lorenzo a ton,
Absolutely.
man. Look forward to
Absolutely.
seeing your game on Wednesday, too.
All right. Appreciate you
I'll
being
see
here.
if I can pop back in a little later. So.
All right.
All right, take care.
That's
Thanks.
Patty Mac, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
So many options.
Yep.
Winner.
All right. So we've had a visit from Ryan. We've had a visit from Patty Mac. Looks like Ryan is going to reload here. You know, you turn your set. There's a straight on the board.
Some of it back somewhere.
Gunslinger comes with some weapons and math.
Yeah.
You got 11 outs, essentially. No bigger than the pot was. You've got to make that
Ban him
call.
from the game, Pat. You better get banned from this game.
All right, we're going to get on to hand number 32 at the hour 15 mark. TT's going to fold his. Atlas picks up ace king. He's going to raise. Makes it 12.
Literally the worst card she could have thrown me.
Lorenzo with a pair of eights going to call. Aaron with a pair of sixes going to call. Patty Mac's going to fold. Bone's going to fold. So we've got ace king going against two pair.
I knew you had that.
Okay. Had me read like a book, huh?
No, I knew you had it straight. I just didn't know which side it was.
Lorenzo's still good with his eights, but he can't know that. Atlas going to fire with his ace king.
She threw a 4.
2 overs on the board. We'll see what Lorenzo and Aaron do.
Well, I'm going to go home and kick my dog.
Aaron's going to call. Unless an ace, a king, or 10 hits the board, might slow Atlas down a little bit. And bingo for Atlas. He makes the Broadway. So that's going to count for the fortune. So that's Broadway. Both cards played. That's one down for Atlas tonight. If he were to hit the ace high flush, the full house, or flop a set, and they hold up, that's a $4,750 win for him.
Got something.
Oh, hey, Gunslinger, you've got a lot of
Got what?
You've got a lot of something.
He wants that 4750.
That's what I want.
He's gunning.
Oh.
I'm coming to get some of that action.
I'm assuming he got credit for his Broadway. I didn't hear him yell it out. We'll see.
5, 6, and 8. I need the cards. 5, 6, and 8. 5, 6, and 8.
Terry Arnold says, fire up that heater, Patty Mac. Terry, hope you're doing well, buddy. Good to see you on the chat.
Yeah, right now. You big betters go at it.
7 is the best.
That's going to give Bone a straight draw, nut flush draw. Atlas is going to be good with his pair of fives. We'll see what Bone wants to do here. He checks. Probably go check, check. Five's good. Atlas is going to take down the small pot there. Let's go out here and ask them real quick. Be right back.
Everybody looking. Nope.
Work late tonight.
Somebody.
What?
Everybody. I need all the cards on the smart
Now I can fold. Oh, okay, y'all right. Just so you know, Clayton.
Now fold. Fold.
Sorry about that. I went out to make sure that Atlas had gotten credit for his Broadway. TT with queens. Clay with top pair, top kicker. Not a whole lot there for Bones, so he's going to fold. So we'll see how this plays out with 3 diamonds on the board. Probably won't change a whole lot of action. TT's still going to fire. And TT hasn't been playing really loose, so Clay's got to know he's got something here. He makes the call for 30. $120 pot so far. Let's see what the river brings. Should not change the action. Looks like Terry fired. Nope, Terry checked. Nope, Terry did fire 25. I thought I saw chips on the screen. Oh, Clay's going to look him up, see the bad news.
Who folded a 3? Who folded a 3? You did. Yup. I mean, I know. It just, they keep on it.
Can't dwell on that, that's for sure. Yeah.
I can live with 3.
I believe I folded a jack, and I'm glad I did.
I almost did it too. I was thinking about, I was like, that's not bad.
I think I had jack 7.
Terrible. It's a good, like,
Yeah.
So don't forget, we've got our noon tournaments every day, 12 o'clock. It's a $35 entry for everything. Yeah, with staff bonus and rebuys and add-ons. And that starts at 12 o'clock each day. We always have a really good turnout for that tournament. A lot of people come and play that on a regular basis almost every day. Biking says, TT is my grandpa. Well, Biking, your grandpa is playing really, really well tonight, as he always does. So we got Queen Jack, King Queen, a couple of suited connectors, pair of 7s, ace 6. Looks like somebody put in a small raise, maybe. Small raise to 7 from Clay. Aaron's calling with what I refer to as the DJ. Deuce tray suited. If you hit those hands, they just never see them coming. So TT's going to pick up the ace. Clay with second pair. Atlas with second pair as well. No flush draws on the board. Going to give Blake the gut shot along with his second pair. TT still good with his ace. Looks like he may call the 32. Or is he going to lay this down here? He's worried about kickers. And he's going to lay down the best hand. So good bet, Clay. All right, hand 36 here on Monday night, Patty Mac's game. Mind everybody on Wednesday nights, we got DJ's game. That's my game. We start at 7 o'clock. It's a 1-2, $300 buy-in game. If you'd like to play in that, you can jump on Poker Atlas or call the Poker House, get on the list. Love to have you play. Suited ace, suited king, jack 7, king 10, jack 9. We go to the flop 5-handed. Couple of hearts. Unfortunately, nobody has those. Looks like SRL's in the lead with his 4s. TT's going to pick up top pair. Brent's going to take a stab at it with king 10. TT's going to look him up. Clay's going to let his hand go. Rhino's calling with 2 overs. And SRL's going to call with his 4. TT still good. To check around. He's going to show them the top pair, it looks like. Yep, he shows them jack 9. Justin, the piece of paper in front of him just says, it's hard to read, maybe on your phone or your tablet. It just says, thank you to veterans and troops. They just wanted to show that and say thank you. So that's what that piece of paper is in front of them. Appreciate you being on. Justin, you said you were out of town. Where are you at, sir? Let me know. Aaron with the ace-10. Suited. I'm going to raise it up to 10. TT's going to call him with the queen-10, the ace-jack. You're working in Minnesota. Well, man, we're thinking about you up there and hope you're staying warm. I don't know what the weather's like right now. I know it can't be wonderful. Did some hunting up there about 4 years ago. Had a lot of fun.
That's about right, isn't it? Hand off.
Card dead.
So Atlas going to fire with his ace-jack. Let's see what Aaron and TT want to do. Yeah, Justin says it's 30 in Minnesota right now. I think when we were there, it was about 12. It was 2 degrees one night, 12 degrees the next night, and we were out in the stands all day, but it was well worth it. Had a great time. Beautiful country up there, or at least where we were at. So SRL leading the chip count tonight with $623 in profit. TT with 156, Aaron with 27. Right now, everybody's paying just a little bit.
Me too. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Yeah.
Winner, I'm about to start bribing you or something over here.
You can start what?
Bribing.
Oh, bribing.
All right, let's see what we got going here. TT with the ace-9. Atlas with his suited cards again. Clay with the real hand ace-king makes it 6. Rhino's going to look him over to king-jack suited.
Hey, we're practically family.
TT's going to call with his ace-9. A lot of diamonds out, but we'll see what happens here. 6-8 queen. SRL with a pair. Atlas with top pair. Or excuse me, yeah, with middle pair.
Call.
Clay's going to call with his ace-king. SRL's going to call with his 6. Runner, straight draw. Diamond's going to make it really interesting. It's going to be hard for a couple people to fold their hand. Atlas, Rhino, Clay even with the ace of diamonds. He wants to act like he's got it. Let's see what happens here. Queen. Nothing changes. Like Atlas going to be good with his second pair. Queens and eights. Clay's going to take SRL's going to take a stab with his six. Atlas going to look him up with the second pair, and he's going to find out second pair is good. Good bet, but good call there by Atlas. Yeah, Justin, that's what I said. It would be interesting to see how many diamonds come out. There were a lot out there pre-flop. That's probably why we didn't get one on the river, but...
that's the worst card she could have thrown right there, too. I should. I'm about to go back there.
It's like playing a five-card game like Congress, five-card Congress, and you end up with five of the same suit in your hand, and somehow there's a flop of two of the same suit. You just know the others aren't coming. They're just all got to be out there. So, all right, looks like Patty Mac's under the gun here.
Your friends at McLaughlin Insurance and Finance.
You look down at Jack 5 offsuit and let that go. Bone with 7-2 suit is going to fold. TT's going to call with King 10. Atlas going to let 9-2 go. Clay calls with the suited Jack. Queen 10 for Rhino. SRL just going to call with a suited ace. Lorenzo with a couple of connectors, semi-connectors. And Aaron in the big blind with about a 12 gapper. Aaron and TT are going to hit top pair. Rhino with second pair. TT's actually got top two, excuse me. You're going to raise it up. Raise to 20. TT's trying to let him know where he's at. I don't think he's going to raise with anything worse there. So we check. We missed the river card, which was the 6 of clubs. So TT wins another $30 or another $52 pot. So Thursdays and Saturdays, 6:30 p.m. We have our 1500 guaranteed free roll tournament. It's a $25 buy-in for $25K in chips. Optional, $25 add-on if you're under $10K for $25K. Or add-on $50K for 50,000 chips or $75 for 100,000 chips on the add-on. So we hope you come out and be a part of those. A lot of fun to play these tournaments. We get some really good pots. Generally blow by the guarantee pretty easy.
I had no idea, no. He's a big old boy.
All right, Atlas calling what used to be one of my favorite hands, Jack 7. Then I learned to get away from it. Just because I had a favorite hand didn't mean I had to always play it.
I think Lubbock, Texas.
Hey, Aaron with suited King Queen. Looks like he may try to do something here. Nope, he just calls 10. Patty Mac with an ace.
They were what?
10,000 tortillas flying in the air.
So we've got $50 in the pot going to a flop. Jack 7 might not have been a bad call if you see a 10 come out. Clay with top pair, top kicker. He's going to fire, looks like maybe 15. See what that was, 20. Okay. A little bit behind the action here. Looks like SRL's already folded. folded. Patty Mac folded. Atlas going to call with his gut shot. So 2 ways to the turn. Clay's still good with his ace-9. He's going to shove all in. I don't think Atlas can call, and he doesn't.
That's me over there. They're telling me how bad I'm playing right now. Yeah.
Taking it down.
Nice little pickup for Clay.
Hey, preaching to the choir over here. Ain't wrong.
All right, Atlas is on a roll. Calling Clay the maniac. Most hands played, 73%.
Get Ron fired up. Get old
Hot shot, that's going to be SRL for sure. Aaron spent a little time in the tank, not too bad. Rhino's been very unlucky, especially hitting that set earlier against the straight. Lorenzo's in knit. He's taking care of that 200 he's playing on. It says Clay's struggling. Yeah, Clay's lost a few hands, but he's also won a few. I think he's keeping his head right there, almost even with water.
Bingo.
So hand number 41. Yum Yum says, hi, Rob Red. I'm assuming that's Ryan. I could be wrong. Yum Yum, thank you for tuning in. Patty Mac's going to complete there with his 8-3. Atlas with top pair. Nobody has a 7. Don't think anybody had hearts, so check around. This might check around again unless somebody wants to take a stab and pretend they have an ace. And Lorenzo will with his 8-3. And that, quite honestly, might get it done here. Yeah, and as expected, that little $10 stab at it going to pick up the pot.
I wish.
Yeah.
I was all around that one. Just one off everywhere. I was praying for somebody to bet at that so I didn't see another card.
All right.
There you go. Leave it to Kahuna. He'll start hollering around here.
Atlas probably going to call here with the Queen 10. He might even raise it up a little bit. Let's see. Just a call. Clay with deuce tray suited to DJ Premium. Yum Yum, I will tell him.
I don't have anything. I don't care.
Clay's going to come in with the 2-3. Rhino with the 3-4. We're getting premium hands now. SRL with an ace high. Going to fold that. Lorenzo fold, fold, fold. Well, if we get little bitty cards, it should be interesting. Let's see what happens. We got pocket deuces, deuce tray, and tray 4. Queen 9-4. Atlas going to have top pair. Rhino with bottom pair, or bottom pair. Clay's calling with his heart draw. So he's had, I think that's probably the 3rd or 4th heart draw or flush draw he's had tonight. Now he picks up a straight draw to go with it. Any 5, any heart. Gives Clay the win. Not the 4. Gonna have to let that go. Atlas gonna pick up a $75 pot.
Didn't even have a big card to go with it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the hard part, man, when you don't have it.
I could sit back and study that crap all night. You can't take and stab and shit.
Yeah, and make it work, yeah.
He slams on the brakes and I was going, dude, what the hell are you doing? He goes,
Once again, that's winner in the box, getting the cards out to everybody. Does a really nice job for us.
Not only can I host a game, I can throw a comedy show.
And she's just so darn nice. I will say that. She's always in a good mood, always smiling.
They don't need to see the gunslinger.
Love playing when she's dealing. So Clay's going to pick up Ace King here under the gun. Maybe make it 15. I don't know. 10. Ryan's going to call with a suited Queen 10.
I got a hunch on this hand. All right.
Patty Mac's going to call with Queen 9. And let's see where we go here now, three-handed. Well, Rhino's going to flop the flush draw. Patty Mac's got top pair. So this could get really interesting. Patty Mac with an even stronger hold on this hand now. I would expect him to fire, but Rhino's going to continue to fire. I'm sorry, that's Rhino with the Queen 10. That's my fault. Yeah, Patty Mac's got Queen 9. Ace King is gone. 9's full is going to be good for Patty Mac. I don't think Ryan's going to fire, but he is going to. He's going to fire 50. I think Patty Mac's going to raise to 100, yeah. And Rhino's just going to have to let that go.
Trying to buy me out of that hand, Rhino.
So nice pickup there for Patty Mac. Great river card.
Of course you did. I'm already getting killed, man. I was not trying to buy you out of it, man.
Yeah, well, the wrong place to be when you're a kid.
Until the last card came out.
So this is Monday night's Patty Mac's game. Every Monday night, 7 o'clock. If you'd like to play on this game or play in this game, you can sign up on Poker Atlas. It's an app you can download, or you can call the Poker House or come up here and get on the list. Put you on the list. It's a $200 buy-in. It's a 1-2 no limit game. You can reload at any time, and we'd love to have you. I can't believe Bone folded a deuce tray of spades. Saying that tongue in cheek because I have a hard time folding that hand.
I'm looking on the sponsorship there.
All right. Patty Mac with top pair. Atlas with top pair. Better kicker. No flush draws really. Rhino with a gut shot. Needs a queen. Clay's holding one of those. Aaron has picked up some really good hands tonight, including quads on the first hand, but just hadn't had a whole lot of cards to play with there. There's Randy on the stream, Randy Johnson. Good evening, brother. How are you? Thank you for watching. Surprised you're not up here playing. There's Aaron's ace, so that's going to be a slap there. He's going to fire. Let's see what Patty Mac does. Looks like he's going to fire 30. 25. Patty Mac's going to call with his King 10. 6 is not going to change a whole lot. There is a flush draw. Aaron's going to move. Well, Patty going to call pretty quick there with the second pair. Nice pickup, Aaron. Aaron made a little bit of a loose call on the flop and got rewarded on the turn.
Thanks. I mean, Patty Mac doesn't think so, but, you know, whatever.
Good hand, Aaron.
Thank you so much, Rhino. I really appreciate
Good
that.
hand, buddy.
I appreciate the camaraderie. I appreciate the, like, back.
Randy, I think you were hunting this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know how that went. All right, we're on to hand number 45. We're just about an hour and 45 minutes into the stream. Got an hour and 15 minutes left.
Last time somebody told me that it got pregnant.
Trying to go easy.
SRL is going to be under the gun with 9-3 offsuit. I'm assuming he's going to fold that when he looks at his card. And he does. Lorenzo folds.
Have a male lady, sir.
Aaron's going to fold. Patty Mac's going to fold. TT's going to fold. Atlas going to fold King 10. Clay's going to raise it up, or just call with ace queen, being a little sneaky there since there are only two of them going to a flop. King 7-8. Not a whole lot for either one, but like Clay fired and Rhino folded. Nope. He call. I think we had the players mixed up there, but Clay's going to win that with ace queen. Yeah, it looks like the graphics got a little mixed up there on who was who. That was Atlas picking up that pot. Every once in a while there's a little glitch in the software, but not that often. These things are really advanced. The quality of the table, of the cameras, of what you're seeing, we hope you're enjoying. We're going to continue to make improvements to the live stream. We've already added a couple of cameras for you guys that followed us early on. I'm sure you've noticed that. We're working on new mics and table talk levels, and we'll get that straight eventually where we'll be able to hear more of the table. But it's going to continue to get better and better, and we appreciate you guys tuning in and watching and having fun with us. So SRL picks up ace king. There was a raise to 6. SRL made it 32. I think Clay may be the only one with a callable hand. We'll see. Clay doesn't have a whole lot behind that 32. Be surprised if he just calls, but he does. Ace high flop's going to be trouble for Clay here. However, he hits top pair. He's going to be good. I expect him to shove, regardless of what any does. Don't know that SRL will look him up here. No, he's going to let that go.
I had a 7. 2 pairs. I had 7, 8. Nobody cares though.
No. We don't all have those buttons. Pat doesn't care. Sometimes some of us care. He cares. He just, the button's funny. Pat cares.
All right, we're on to hand number 47. Like action was on Aaron. Looks like he's going to fold whatever he has. Here we go. 8-4 off. Patty Mac calls with a suited 9. Bone with a suited 9 as well. TT folds. Atlas with a real hand. Ace King of Hearts. Just calls. Maybe he was thinking somebody might raise that. There's 3 suited hard hands. Clay tops. Flops trips with his 10-9. Rhino open-ended with Jack-8. Patty Mac with second pair. Bone with second pair as well. Clay just called trips. Rhino looks like he's going to move all in with his open-ended straight draw. Clay is definitely not folding his.
Hey, I need it. I know Pat's still in. Oh, no.
Clay moves all in. Going to call the 61. So a 7 or a queen is what Rhino was looking for.
Yep.
Oh, quad tens. And he put a jack on the board. Just give Rhino a full house. It doesn't count. So it's the second time we've seen quads tonight. One with a single card, one with a pair. So it looks like that's going to, I think that might put Clay back in the positive. It does, $28. He's battled his way back. Good job by Clay. SRL still in the lead. He's up $540 after just a little under 2 hours playing 1-2 with a $200 buy-in. That is not a bad night at all. So don't know if Rhino's going to reload or not. I think I see his chip protector on the table. He might do that. All right, action's going to be on Patty Mac.
Damn, Morton, get over there and deal.
Patty Mac with the ace-6. Gonna limp in there under the gun. Bone with the same hand is going to call. TT with a suited queen-9. Atlas with ace-jack. Clay's going to fold 3-4. SRL's going to fold. So we got 3 ace-high hands. A queen-9 and a 9-5. We're going to see a flop here.
I'm going to need to sell some stock in the morning.
Atlas flopping top pair, top kicker. Nobody's got hearts. Atlas does have the ace of hearts. It's a pretty good hand to just go ahead and fire on. And he does. $17 bet into about a $30 pot, about a half pot size bet.
Okay.
Aaron's going to call with bottom pair. A little bit surprised there.
I need to get your number.
I think everybody else is gone. So Aaron looking for a 5 or a 9. Gives Atlas some more outs with the deuce.
Thank you, sir.
There's a 6. Goes check, check. A little surprised that didn't fire with the jack there, but wins the pot. So that puts Atlas up about $79 on the even so far.
Well, I figured one of us hits 2 pairs.
Fixing all change, isn't it?
Five against Jack.
Action's going to be on bone. He's going to fold his 10-4. TT folds. Atlas with deuce tray. I wish it was suited, but I like the call.
I can't see.
Yeah.
Lorenzo with the 6-8. Aaron with the jack queen. And Aaron does raise it up. I would expect that. Patty Mac with a pair of 6s. We know we've got 1-6 out there with Lorenzo. Let's see what he decides to do. Clay calls with his 7-8. Lorenzo folds. We're going to go 3 ways to a flop.
So mean.
Patty Mac's still good with the 6s. Patty Mac's still good with the 6s. Not a whole lot for anybody else. He's going to fire 15 at it. Clay lets his go. It's like Aaron's going to have to let his go here. He can't call. He does fold. Good bet, Patty Mac. Picks it up with a pair of 6s. On to the next hand. Got a couple players away from the team. Ryan did reload. He's back in the game. Looks like SRL and Atlas took a quick little break here. Which I might just do that myself after this hand. TT folds his 4-5. Play with the Jack 10. Looks like he's going to call. Rhino folds 9 loose. SRL's hand is dead. Lorenzo was suited 9. Aaron with 5-6 suited.
Pretty good little game, isn't it?
Patty Mac with the king and Bone with the 7-3 suit. So, what's Bone thinking about doing here? Oh, he's seeing the flop. Okay. Play with Jack 10, top pair. Aaron with the middle pair and backdoor flush draw. He calls. Patty Mac and Bone let their hands go. So Aaron looking for a 5-6 or club to continue.
Yeah, they're waterproof. Yeah.
So he fired out $8. Just too cheap for Aaron to call. Maybe hit the second pair. Instead, Aaron hits his trips. See how he wants to bet this. Any bet's going to look really strong here. He bets 25. I think Aaron's going to have to let his hand go, and he does. Nice fold by Aaron. Guys, if you give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back.
He just showed it.
There you go. Found out later. No, I wasn't. And we both had a pair. Just waiting for that river.
Yep. Your winning percentage against me is very high. Maybe. Yeah, I'll take it down.
All right, guys, back. Sorry about that. Looks like we had 2 full houses there. Aces full of 5s and 5s full of aces. Didn't see how the action went, but looks like Patty Mac picked up a pot there. Puts him back in the positive for the night. Good job, Patty Mac.
Almighty.
All right, we're about 2 hours into the stream. We got another hour left.
You know what you said.
I want to take just a minute, and once again, I want to thank Chick-fil-A Burleson for a discount on their catering tonight. That's much appreciated by everybody. Remind everybody we've got the FOURtune Jackpot going. You hit your 4 hands, the 4 called hands in a 4-hour time period. The pot's up to $4,750 right now. We've had several people get close every day. Just haven't hit yet. We would have expected to hit that by now. And then we got my game, DJ's game on Wednesday night, starting at 7 o'clock. Stream starts at 7:15. Patty Mac does the commentary for that, and we appreciate him. And we'd love to have you if you'd like to play in this game or in Patty Mac's game. And we do have occasionally a ladies' night live stream for the ladies out there. It's a 1-2 game as well. If you'd like to play in that, you can get on Poker Atlas, call the Poker House, or come up here and sign up. I'd love to have you. So we're going to take a flop. Looks like 6-handed this here, and Patty Mac with second pair. Aaron with second pair, better kicker. Oh, I read that wrong. That's SRL with queen jack. So Bone's going to bet 6.
Yeah.
Clay folds. Rhino's going to fold.
That was not me, no sir.
Can't imagine SRL's going to fold for 6 there, and he doesn't. Rightfully so. Aaron's going to call with his bottom pair. Patty Mac with his queen. 6-4 doesn't change in the actions. SRL's still good with his queen jack. Let's see what he decides to do here.
Plays here all the time. Younger guy.
Like he check.
Yeah, he checked.
Aaron's going to check.
No.
Patty Mac checks.
No.
Bone's going to continue the aggression with ace high. That's 13. And SRL's going to let his hand go. Aaron smells something, but I don't know that he's going to hang around here.
Next game, he does whatever he wants. He does whatever he wants. Take your cards back. You're out of turn, sir. You're out of line.
He's going to fold his hand. And Patty Mac's going to let second pair go. So Bone's going to pick that hand up with ace high. Good bet. That's a couple of times that Bone has made that bet tonight, and it's worked out for him. All right, $1,500 guaranteed free roll tournament with Bomb Pot. That's every Sunday and Friday at 7 p.m. That's the $25, I believe that's $25 buy-in. Isn't that right? So that's a $2,500 buy-in, $25 rebuy. And you've got the $15, $70 add-ons. So we'd love to have you come out and play at that as well. That tournament's a lot of fun. So what happens is that it's a hold'em tournament. At the end of every level, they play a bomb pot, and that goes throughout the tournament. And the action's great in that game. Aaron picks up a real hand here with queens. Rhino raises with king jack of diamonds. Aaron's going to re-raise, make it 40. Bone folded ace queen really quickly there. Surprises me. See what Rhino decides to do. He made it 15, so it's 25 more to him. He's going to make the call. Take his suited over and see what happens on the flop here. Oh no! Flop to queen. He's got a straight draw. Let's see what Aaron does here. He's not worried about the ace. He's hoping he has an ace. That would have been really ugly for Bone if he had ace queen like he showed. Rhino's going to call, looking for the 10 or a diamond. Going to hit another ace. That would have been ugly for Aaron if that's really what Bone folded, that it showed the ace queen.
Yeah, no. You win.
Maybe Aaron represents, and I thought Rhino might represent the ace.
No, I don't have anything. I'm just saying my flop set can turn into something else. You know what? I need a bow. I still need that count. Yeah.
I'd like to know if that really was what Bone had, ace queen. That could have been very, very ugly for Aaron there. But good hand. It was a good raise. It was a $15 raise and re-raise. So 4-bet would have been on Bone with ace queen.
Probably was going to pump. I was probably going to pump the brakes. If I was going to like you, I don't want to. No, but if I was going to bet it, I would have bet the shit out of it. Yes, ma'am.
Just under an hour left in the stream.
I did not go all in. No, he liked me that because he wanted to.
Chipping away at his shit. If I would have had 30, he would have called me.
He was making sure I knew. I actually kind of knew.
Like action's going to be on SRL.
That turned into
a boat, right?
Does the boat count? Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Wherever Kevin is.
So Bone raises with ace jack there. Gonna get some action from Aaron.
King jack suited.
Bone's still good with his ace jack. Like he took a stab at it. Gonna pick up a little pot there.
No, I just know when I'd be on the flop. The hand that I just won? Well, I know you did full pocket.
Took a little 2-minute break while ago. Walked outside. There's still a couple of cash games going other than the live stream. So lots of action here tonight on Monday night at Poker House Burleson. Come on down, get in the game. Love to have you. All right, Lorenzo.
Yeah, it was pocket queen. It's the last of both.
Yeah. So you can look it up quicker.
Lorenzo's going to fold.
Yeah, but it doesn't like tell you on the screen.
Aaron with King 8 here.
It's on the bottom right, I think.
You know what? I need to take a breather.
Patty Mac with Queen 8. Patty Mac going to make a call. Bone with Ace Queen. And I don't think he's going to let this one go. I think he's going to raise that up. And he does. Makes it 12 to go. TT fold the pocket deuces. Rhino with the 8-9. SRL with Queen 10. He's going to make the call. I don't know that Rhino called there. Let's see. SRL flops top pair. Yeah, Rhino had already folded. SRL checks his queen. Bone's going to fire. Looks like TT would have flopped a set of deuces had he stayed in. Bone bet 14. Clay's got a hand too. Clay has Queen 10 as well. Sorry to let the graphics catch up there. And there's the ace that Bone was looking for. Boy, the case queen would be ugly on the river, wouldn't it? Giving everybody 2 pair. Bone bets 21. Clay's going to fold his 10. SRL's going to let his go as well. So Bone was betting on the come and it hit. Good job, Bone.
Brutal. I think I'm working on putting a gun
All right.
kids through college.
Hand number 56.
Grandkids, whatever.
SRL still up on top of the leaderboard with the $506 profit. Aaron with 4-5 is going to fold under the gun. Patty Mac's probably going to fold that Jack 3. Bone with the Ace 9 is going to call. TT going to fold. Looks like Atlas called.
All the viewers at home to know he seems like a nice guy.
Clay's going to call with a suited king. There's a pocket 4s out there for SRL. Heart draw for Clay.
Very long time. Y'all know Patty Mac was a Golden Glove boxer?
So Lorenzo's going to hit a gut shot here. He's going to need 8. He's going to fire out with that gut shot, make it 6.
Did you really? Yeah.
Bone's going to call with middle pair.
Patty Mac wasn't always laid back.
Atlas going to call with his gut shot. He needs a jack. Clay with top pair. Might raise it a little bit here. Says if you want to draw, you're going to pay for it. So he raises to 20. See what happens here. Lorenzo's going to get out of the way. Atlas going to fold.
You did, huh?
Clay's going to pick up the pot. Good bet.
Sure did. That's awesome. That's why whenever we were playing softball, I just start some shit and let Patty Mac come over there and finish it if we needed to. I wasn't worried. Hey, y'all ain't gonna believe what this guy can do with his hand.
So SRL is on top. TT is behind him there. Everybody else in the positive. Like Bones just about even. Lorenzo's down just a hair with that free money he's playing with, and Ronald's paying for the table right now. We got to get him some hands to get that turned around.
Okay.
Thought they were playing a gag on you.
We got plenty of room for him. About 30 minutes later, here he comes, and I was just like, oh my God.
Patty Mac's going to tell a story, and then we're going to figure out what he wants to do under the gun here. There you go. Patty Mac's going to fold his king. King, queen for bone.
Yeah.
Call.
A couple of connectors, suited cards. Ace high for SRL. So we're going to see another six-handed flop. I don't think we've seen a 8 or 9-handed flop yet, but that does happen on occasion. Playing 1-2.
That was cool.
Bone's going to flop top 2. Rhino's going to flop middle pair with a flush draw. Lorenzo's got bottom pair, not a whole lot for anybody else, but Bone's going to lead out with his top 2, bet $11 into a $23 pot.
11, Daryl?
Like Rhino's going to call. Rhino looking for a diamond or an 8. Actually, an 8 wouldn't help him, but the diamond does. Rhino with his flush. Bone's going to lead out. $11. Rhino just calls. So Rhino with the nut diamond now, that's probably going to slow Bone down. He's going to check, make sure he doesn't have one, but he knows he doesn't. He's going to fire anyway, but he's definitely getting raised here. Rhino with the nut queen. I don't know how he just called there. Okay.
Awesome. You got it.
Hey, that's the first hand
But he did.
I won against you, Daryl.
And pick up a little money.
Yeah, well, it
So
won't last
just
long,
when we
I'm
mentioned
sure.
it, Rhino's back on the winning
I've been wanting to do this all
track here.
Flush for the Rhino. Nice man, buddy.
Hey,
Wait, I was just thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking.
No, I just literally.
No, I was small.
Oh, I thought it was I had a fight on.
Because I had to add $1 to
Hey, never played that going through the sky. Stop that.
stranger danger.
Wow, I thought I was one. That was like, that's why I was confused.
Justin, that used to be a rule in tournament poker. If you had the nuts, you have to raise. You don't. They changed that rule a couple of years ago. The rule was in place to prevent collusion, but they changed that rule. But that definitely used to be the case. If you had the nuts on the end, you had to bet or raise. Again, it just kept people from colluding. But if you notice there, Bone bet into him, so he had the right to call. It has changed a little bit. And that was a real prevalent rule in tournament poker, just to keep two buddies at the table from colluding with each other. So Aaron with the 3-bet, pocket fives. Clay's going to come along with Jack 10. See what Rhino does here. He's in for 7. He's going to let that go. We got a little race here, pair of fives against 2 overs. Aaron's going to fire. That's a great bet from Aaron right there. You got a pair 1 over on the flop. You were aggressive pre-flop. You keep that up.
Morning.
Nice bet by Aaron there. Good pickup.
Ron, thanks for the lifesavers, man. You're a lifesaver. You got more?
Nah, they went somewhere.
No, someone took them.
So Patty Mac's in the big blind here. Action's going to be on Bone.
They didn't make it to that side.
think we've had King 3 2 or 3 times tonight under the gun. I haven't seen anybody play it from there yet. Rightfully so. Queen high hands call, suited 7, suited 10, Queen Jack. There's 3 of the queens. And SRL is going to raise it up, make it 17. Don't think Lorenzo will get away from ace-8 here. Don't think he should. I'll think about it for just a little bit. Get his good luck lifesaver in there. He's going to let suited ace go pre-flop. Yeah, Patty Matt's not going to fold the suited 5-7. Surely not. He's going to make the call. Good deal. Queen Jack's in. Queen 9's in. That's got to bring Rhino in, right? Nope. He's going to let it go. He was only in for 2.
I got one man out.
All right. 4 ways. 3 of them have queens.
By 1.
Yeah, by 1.
And the case queen hits the board. Kickers are going to be important here. Right now, it looks like a chop. Patty Mac does have a gut shot. Backdoor flush draw as well. Well, still got the same 4. That might slow it down just a little bit. Right now, Atlas and SRL are going to chop it up. See if anybody wants to take a shot. If you'll remember earlier, Bone made a couple of bets like this when the ace hit the board. Scott being the last one to act says nobody's made a move at it. I raised pre-flop. Here's about $65, $70. 75. 70, excuse me. Patty Mac now with a straight draw, flush draw. What's he going to do? Any 6, any spade. Picks it up for him as long as it's not the queen of spades. We know it's not going to be because that card's out. And actually, that wouldn't matter, would it? Nope. All right. Let's see a river card. Nice pot. We got a $271 pot right now. And there's the 4. This may go check, check. Yeah. SRL is going to show him the Queen Jack. Another good pot for SRL.
Never go fishing now. I'm going to believe you next time.
He was aggressive pre-flop, made the raise, kept the aggression up when the ace hit. He was last to act. It got checked around to him, so he made another bet, got him a little bit more money. So there's our big pots for the night. SRL on top of a $476 pot on hand 11. Bone had a big one at $357. TT had $324. SRL with the 4th biggest. He's had a couple of those. I think that $204 pot, or the $177 pot, the first hand of the night was with quad 3s from Aaron. So they're slinging it around a little bit tonight.
I'm about to give y'all a tip.
All right, TT with a suited ace. I expect him to come in here. Clay with ace 10 is going to raise it up to $6. A couple of folds. Aaron with a suited jack is going to call. Mo's going to call with his suited queen. TT is going to come along. So 5-handed to the flop. Clay was the pre-flop aggressor. He's got second pair. He fires out $10. Don't know that anybody can stay with him here. Not a lot out there for anybody else, so Clay will pick that pot up.
Yes, ma'am.
Borrow that button again, Pat.
Well, after this, we still have 2 hours to get those. For a little bit of cash.
What do we play still here?
All right, we're on the hand 61. Action's going to be on Atlas with the Robbie, the Jack 4. You're going to fold. Clay with the suited ace. Rhino with 7-8. Patty Mac with the suited 9. Bone with King Jack of clubs. TT with 7-10 is going to complete the raise. Bone's going to have the nut flush draw. Clay with the ace. So see what Bone wants to do here. He's just going to check it. Now he's got a pair and nut flush draw. He's got to bring out a bet. It does. Now A checked his ace. Clay checked his ace after the flop. He's just going to call here. Sure, he's wanting to avoid a club. So that's going to give Bones the nuts. Let's see what he decides to bet here. He's just going to check it. All right. Is Clay going to take the bait? Looks like he does. Looks like maybe a $12 bet or so. $12. You're going to find out real quick. Bone got there. Bone makes it 26. Clay's going to lick him up. Bone's going to show him the nuts. So that was a sneaky check there on the river by Bone. Made him a little bit more money.
Yeah, it counts. Absolutely.
That's the hardest one. That's the hard one to get.
No, what? I think the flop set and Broadway are 2 ones
I haven't got one yet. I keep getting the boat.
Now Winter's been in the box this entire time. She's dealing the entire live stream, so that's going to be 3 hours straight for her without a break. You guys have never sat in a box for 3 hours. I can promise you it gets a little tiring. But she's doing a great job, and we appreciate her.
One time turned into flop, second time turned into fucking boat. Yeah. It should be flop a set or win with quads. That's what it should be. But then again, it would make it easier.
Oh, that'd be a whole lot easier.
All right. Cards are red. Clay's under the gun with Jack Deuce. And a fold. Rhino picked up a hand with Ace Jack. He's going to come in. SRL with the suited 9-6. Lorenzo's going to raise it up with an Ace-8. So TT getting out of line a little bit. Finally picked up a hand that wasn't a premium. He's calling with the Queen 4 offsuit. He was in the small blind, so just $5 more to him. He's already got a little bit invested. King 10-7 on the flop. Gut shot for Rhino. Not a whole lot for anybody else. Maybe an 8 for SRL. Rhino going to fire. SRL going to lick him up with his gut shot. Rhino making second pair there with the kings. He's going to fire. Thought he might fire. He doesn't. Shows SRL he's good. So another little pickup there for Rhino.
River gold.
Speaking of, guess who just joined me in the box here? Rhino's back in the booth.
The worst player of the night, for sure.
Not the worst player. That's the way it goes some nights.
Man,
You
I'm
know
telling
that. You know that. So we've got about 30 minutes left on stream, so I'm going to figure you didn't make the end of the stream.
No, he did not.
That's why Rhino's joining us. He didn't make the end of the stream, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens here in just a few minutes. He's going to pick up a hand here, though, with ace nine of spades. That's a pretty hand under the gun.
Not bad. Liked it at first.
So Scott's going to raise it up just a hair with his suited 7-9. The hand that I refer to as the Gene Hamilton. There's another suited ace.
DJ, I just felt like I couldn't make a right call all night. It's just one of those things, man.
It's one, those nights happen.
You ever tell him about that wine?
Been pretty lucky, but
Well, and a lot of times it's better to be lucky than good.
yeah, I guess.
So there's SRL flopping the straight. So he's going to go ahead and bet it straight. There could be a lot of Broadway draws out there, so it looks like he's going to fire about $30.
He got one.
Yeah. That's a fight?
He catches a lot, man. He's good. Not only is he a really good player, but he does catch hands.
He picks his spots really, really well.
He does, yes. 100%.
What I like about his game is that when he makes his hand, he doesn't do anything tricky. He just bets his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen him a lot of times on the river just check it down when he doesn't think he's good. He knows where he's at in a lot of hands, and it's a great place to be.
He's a very good player.
He's a very good player. Here he's got the straight, and he picked up the flush draw. I'd expect him to fire a pretty good amount here, yeah.
He does, and I think this is one of those spots where I made another bad decision because I knew it. I knew I was in trouble.
You've got top pair, open in a straight draw.
Yeah. I think, you know what, I might have got out of this because I think Aaron scared me out of it.
I think when Aaron makes this call, you almost have to fold yours at this point.
Yeah, I'm not real happy about it. Look,
I've had that look many times. Many
just
times.
wasn't working for me tonight. Whatever I did didn't work. I got called the 2 or 3 times that I tried to take a stab at it. Maybe I do. I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, you do have top pair, and you're open-ended. It's a hard.
Yeah, I don't like this call, DJ. I was mad about it when I did it.
With SRL betting and Aaron calling,
I did not like it.
Even if you hit your queen, it could be the queen of hearts. It might not be good.
That was a reluctant call, and I think I was 10 short still. Yeah, I knew I was in trouble.
Well, the river just locked it up.
Yeah.
So. Oh. SRL checked it. He got sneaky on the end there, didn't he?
Yes, sir. He's
Aaron could have very easily had the queen 10 of hearts or somewhere around there, and I don't like the bet. I think that's a check there.
It got me out for sure.
I think that's a check there. I don't know what I don't think SRL can fold his hand, but
I don't want to ruin it for you.
Does he fold it?
See, I'm not happy. I knew I should have got out. I knew it. It's just one more decisions I made tonight that I'm just not happy with myself. You know?
Well, those nights happen, and you just regroup.
You got to fight through it.
You got to regroup and take a breath. And,
I think I called clock on myself. Yeah, I did.
Don't worry about it, Kevin. We're good, bro.
Yeah, if there was another card to come, I might think about it. But, you got to lay that down. And you did. And let's see what Scott decides to do here.
He calls.
Yeah, I can't believe
he's got to.
Yeah, there's no way he lays that hand down and
he gets Broadway on the board. And,
yeah, he's got a call there. He can't fold that. There's $381 in the pot. They're calling 100 to win 4, so you got to make that call.
Odd odds.
And there again though is a hand that Scott did not bet on the river with practically the nuts, he let somebody do the betting for him.
Yeah, Aaron.
I lost, so I would have lost anyway.
Yeah, if Scott's leading the whole way, I don't like betting in him on a river check.
Yeah, there's a reason why we call him the gunslinger. He don't come here with just 6 bows. He's usually got 12.
Yeah, he's played really, really well tonight, and that's a perfect example of a hand right there. Where if you're watching the action for the entire night, and obviously sitting here seeing everybody's hands, it's easy to say.
Yeah, right.
But watching somebody who is not turning over any bluffs, who's only turning over really good hands, and he's betting the whole way. If he checks to me on the river there, regardless, unless I've got the absolute nuts, I'm checking back. Especially with second pair, and there's a flush draw on the board, and there's a straight draw.
100%.
I don't like that call there by Aaron, but he'll know that.
Aaron will, and I think he was a little concerned that I might have had something too, and he was trying to get me off of something.
Yeah.
But I have learned pretty quickly that Scott's not. He usually doesn't fire without hollow point bullets.
No, and the one time or 2 times a night he might do it. Good for him.
And and he knows the spots when he's doing it.
And just lay your hand down and let him have that pot and go on to the next one.
Live to play another day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I had. I'm actually more mad at myself at the fact that I didn't raise pre-flop a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to catch some. You're trying to catch something or catch somebody, and I think that's what's got me in trouble.
Yeah, and when you're not running good, you get a little gun shy. Like that hand there, you had ace-9 under the gun.
I should have fired.
That's a definite raise. I don't know. I think if you raise $15 there or 14 or 16, I don't think Scott comes in with a 7-9. Now you might not win a $400 pot there, but
but you don't lose 65.
You don't lose 65 exactly. So this is our lunchtime free roll, guys. It's $500 guaranteed free roll. It's every day at 12 p.m. Registration is open until 1:27. That's when you hit the break. The 12-minute levels. It's $0 entry. You get $3K. For $25, you get $25K. For $10 staff bonus, you get an extra $10K to start. And there's an add-on at the break. And that tournament, I don't want to lie to you, but generally that tournament is 2, 3, 4 tables deep every day. So that guarantee is hit every day, and
plus some.
Plus quite a bit. That's a fun tournament. A lot of regulars come and play in that tournament every day. It's just a good little tournament, and like I said, you can get in for $0. I've spun it up twice for $0 entry. A couple of times I just stopped in on my lunch break and was going to play and ended up staying 3 hours and winning the tournament. But it's a great tournament to play in. So we're going to have hand 65 here. Looks like SRL is going to turn the king queen top 2 pair. Rhino with bottom pair. There's the jack. Doesn't help anybody. SRL is going to probably take down this little pot here with a bet. Aaron shaking his head.
No chance here, bud. No action.
He knew. I knew.
Yeah. Scott shows them top 2, and they just go on.
Yeah,
they just go on.
At this point, we're like, no, we're out. There's no chance here. Scott's in, we're out.
So Scott's up almost $1,000 on the night.
A lot of that's mine, I think.
Well, if you look at the totals, there's a lot of it over in his stack. Clay has just really hung around right there at that 250 mark for the majority of the table.
Clay's a smart kid. I know him. He's actually my best friend's wife's nephew.
Yep.
So I've known Clay a long time. He's a good kid. He's a smart guy, smart player. But he will.
He's not afraid to get it in there.
He's not. No.
So TT's going to call 2. You call on the button with 5-7. You're in position.
Yes.
They're just going to complete a round. So this is probably out of the 66 hand. This is probably the 25th hand that's gone 6-handed. So that's heads up in Texas.
You're about to see what happens here.
Yep. You make your 2 pair.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how accurate
I'm
it
going to
is,
bet
though,
that a heart hits, but we'll see. Well, you're in trouble with a heart, a 9, or a 6. So let's see how this goes. You lead out for 15 with 2 pair, top and bottom.
So he calls.
Lorenzo calls with his gut shot.
And Atlas calls. I thought, oh no.
Atlas calls with his
I just shoved it.
gut shot. All right, so
I'd had enough.
not a bad move there. Not a bad move there.
Might get home before 10 o'clock tonight. Never know.
I check my watch.
That's enough. That's enough to get a lot of people out.
I will.
SRL with the queen high flush draw.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Nor do I blame him.
No, not at all. I think if I'm Lorenzo here, I just get away from this hand at this point,
Talking to myself.
especially for that amount.
I think he does. Yeah.
Well, he's free rolling, so let's just get it all in the middle, see if we can double up. Does that bring Atlas in?
It should.
Oh, well. Guess I'm
Odd odds at that point,
Well,
right?
yeah, he's got straight draw, flush draw. He needs a 10, needs a 6, any heart, but he can't know his heart's not good.
good job. We didn't get anybody out.
So this turns into, looks like a really nice
Great.
little pot.
Great pot. I was really hoping to
300
catch another pair.
300 and some change, so
I hope.
looks like there's going to be a little side pot. He was all in for 96. So it'll be a side pot, three-handed side pot if everybody calls, which they should. They're already committed.
I was 90% sure I had the best hand at the moment. So what do you do?
Yeah.
You get it in with
Yeah,
the best hand.
you get it in with the best hand. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're playing several $1,000s deep or even several $100s deep, you might think about it a little bit. But
Things get western.
with those stacks at that point, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah, you got to rip it. So I knew there was a flush draw coming, and I seen them, so I tried to scare a little bit of it off.
Well, you're hoping there's at least two flush draws out there.
And there
that way they're less likely to hit it. So it's like everybody calls. We got a little side pot action.
Well, I hope. We'll see.
And I think that was for a lot of what Atlas had left as well.
It was, yeah.
So there's a side pot. Pot on the left is the one you can win.
And
it,
there you go.
it peels right off.
Thank you, Winner. Appreciate that.
I saw your reaction there. It pretty obvious. So let's see now. Now he's going to shove. Scott's going to look him up. It's a $500 pot. It's a $100.
Atlas does have a straight flush draw.
He does have a straight flush draw. Yeah. With a $400 in the pot, Scott can't fold for 110 more.
No chance. Not running the way he is running tonight.
What you got?
The odds are there, obviously.
And there's the brick. So Scott will show him the SRL. Scott's gunslinger's going to show him the bad news. Once again, he's got it. And that's the way these nights go sometimes.
Yep, for sure. For sure. I've always said this, and it's hard for me to take back on my word, but they run night and day making money. You just got to figure out how to get it.
Yep. Now, one good thing tonight, before the game, to get you some Chick-fil-A.
I got a little bit, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
got some Chick-fil-A. So
I don't eat a whole lot anymore, but
I don't either. Sometimes that free meal can get expensive in a poker room.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll see people come in and they'll have a couple beers here and there, and hey, it's free beer.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the most expensive beer you can drink in a poker room.
There's no doubt about it. But I promise you can't make it if you ain't sitting at the table.
You're right. You're exactly right.
It don't always run like this.
No, not at all.
Watching you Monday night or Wednesday night, commentating obviously with your game, and man, I'll tell you what, you made some calls and some non-calls that were clutch.
I felt like I played really well, and the funny thing is that's probably the best I've played over a stream stretch and I broke dead even.
It's weird.
I
Isn't it?
broke
It's
dead
weird.
even.
But you didn't lose, so
Nope.
that's the thing, man.
No,
Sometimes
it's hard to break even in
Yeah.
poker. You know, if you're a break-even player, you're above average. But yeah, I was in the game for $400 and I cashed out $400 exactly.
Did you get a chance to watch it back?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, and I was really happy with the majority of the way that night went.
There was a couple that you probably could have.
There was one call that I wish I had back. It had been about $100 call. I knew I was ahead with pocket deuces when Brad shoved pre-flop, but yeah, it was only for 95. RDW called to my right, and there's no telling what RDW is going to have ever. And he woke up with 9-10. Brad had ace queen. I had pocket deuces. Board came 10 high. Had RDW folded that 9-10 offsuit there for $100, I would have been good. But you know, that's just the way it goes. I should have laid that hand down there with two people in the pot, with no more action left behind. So
Get some new action here.
yeah, I believe this is Darren coming in.
It is. Yep, I think so.
Darren is
You're
a dealer here at the Poker House. He's a great player. Also plays a lot of golf. So we've been threatening to get on the golf course together.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm down.
Let's go.
I'll play a lot.
I try to play as often as I can with work. It's really difficult right now, but so it looks like here we've got two open-ended straight draws. We've got an open-end gut shot with a flush draw. Three. But there's all kinds of stuff out there. But it looks like
Hey, Mac. Well, maybe
Mac,
chop it.
Patty Mac TT are going to chop it unless somebody fires. Now I'm surprised that pot's not just a little bit bigger than that. If I was in bone spot, I had a lot of chips in the middle there with open-end straight draw, flush draw. Oh, Clay had ace jack. I didn't see his. I didn't. Yeah, his graphic wasn't up there. So Clay picks up a nice pot. Good for him. That's going to move Clay up into the positive for the night.
Just getting some chipping up.
Justin said, "You're not lying about the break even. I played the casino this weekend. Ended up being about $1,500 down at one point. Came back and ended up making about $500. That's a heck of a comeback."
You ain't lying.
There have been nights where I've been down, and some of my best poker has been played when I've been down, and you get yourself back to even, and you feel really good about it.
Yep.
There are nights where you could lose $100 and be really upset at how bad you played. Of course, there's nights you could lose $1,500 and be really happy with how you played. It's just it's a frustrating game sometimes.
It is.
We're always learning.
But you learn every time you play. You sit down and you learn.
You do.
So
you do.
If you're not learning the game, you're not getting yourself better. So, you know, at one point I lost $1,000 in the first hand up here to Mike. Actually, I think he goes by Sigma.
Yep.
And,
me and Sigma have had our battles. I promise
and,
you.
Man, he is a very good player, and he wants you to know. He'll let you know he is.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He's a player that's very hard to put on a hand, and those are always tough to play against.
But I did get it back, DJ.
Oh, always.
Every bit of it.
Always. Yeah, he's matter of fact, he's here tonight playing.
He is. I saw him out there. Yeah, he's actually a really nice guy.
Oh, he's a wonderful guy. I love playing with the guy.
Very nice guy.
Looks like Patty Mac's got the nut flush draw here. I'm not sure where we're at. 5, 6, 7, 8. Clay's got the straight. So this should be interesting here on the river. Obviously, the spade would slow him down, but looks like Clay's going to pick up two pretty nice pots in a row.
I don't know. Patty Mac firing. He's calling.
Yeah, Patty Mac call. You know, with the ace of spades, going to make the call and
snap call. Yeah.
So that's two hands back to back for Clay. That's a nice little pickup. So we've got about 15 minutes left in this game here. We're going to go to hand 70, and that's really, I'm proud of Winter. For you guys that don't know, when you're playing on one of these RF tables, it slows the game down a little bit. There's things that have to be done behind the scenes. You got to make sure your cards are read. Sometimes there's a mix-up, and you got to communicate back here with Zoe, and so it slows the game down just a little bit. But if you can get 70, 75 hands out in 3 hours, that's an accomplishment for a dealer on one of these tables. Especially when you have the amount of all-ins and chip counts and split pots that we end up with a lot. There's a lot of work to be done on the table. So congratulations to Winter. That's a heck of a night dealing when you can get 70, 75 hands out in 3 hours on one of these tables.
Yeah, Winter and Paul both are.
Yep.
They're really good at
Yep. Chuck too. Chuck's another one that has dealt our stream, and will keep the action moving. Let's see what we got here. Patty Mac, second pair, Bone with the top pair. Atlas, the nut flush draw. SRL with the second pair as well. So this ought to, we might have a little pot here.
Warmer over here.
There's a little bit of a blank. That shouldn't change the action too much. Atlas still going to fire with his nut flush draw.
Don't blame him. It's an accomplishment when you get the old gunslinger out.
Yeah. Now Patty Mac's got pair and flush draw. Bone's got top pair. And Bone's going to be good. He might have to call this off here if Atlas fires again. And he does. You got top two, you got two pair and queen kicker, and you're going to be good, Bone. Nice call.
Yeah, he's a good player. I've known Daryl a long time, just playing in different places with him over the years. And he's rarely does he make too many mistakes.
You know, he's a chess player,
Yep.
and I have played with and against a lot of really accomplished chess players. Those guys tend to think a little bit differently than a lot of people do. A little bit next step, second level, and chess players generally make really good poker players.
I agree.
All right, TT is in the big blind, so Atlas is going to be under the gun. Let's see what he wants to do here. He picks up a pair of sevens. Does he make it $7? No, he makes it $6.
7 would have been better.
Clay picks up a real hand with pocket kings. He's going to raise it up, probably 20 or so. 3-bet to 15. That's probably going to clear just about everybody else but Atlas out. Atlas will make the call.
Yes, sir. Could you grab him?
With a flop here. See if we can't pull an ace out and slow him down.
Oh,
no. Atlas is going to hit his 7. This might get really expensive for Clay. Check. Atlas got to put some money in the pot here. Bet 16. I'm going to assume Clay's going to raise it up. Or is he going to wait till the river?
I just called it. Oh, no.
7's full. So this could get really expensive. Atlas fires 25 or 30, I'm assuming. Let's see what the total was. 25. All in and a call. Yeah. Just,
Man.
that's the way it runs
It
sometimes.
is. I mean, what are you going to do with those kings?
But Clay had built his stack back up and just hit the 7 there. So that should get Atlas out of the hole a little bit.
I had pocket pair several times tonight and couldn't hit anything. And then when I did hit it, it was at the wrong time.
Well, you can see there's not too much tanking going on here. We haven't had any there really hasn't been any real hard decisions.
No.
You know, even that hand there wasn't a whole lot to think about. There's a couple of bad beats. The ace's hand isn't up there against 6-7 of diamonds, but I'd consider that pretty bad.
I would too. Yeah, I remember that one. That was Bones.
Bone
and
Yep, that was his pocket aces against SRL's 6-7 of diamonds, I believe.
Yep.
6-7 or 7-8. I think it was 6-7. Clay picks up another pair. Let's see what he does with this one.
We'll take a shot at it.
Darren with a real hand, ace queen. SRL with 8-9 suited. Those suited connectors are some of my favorite hands, depending on what the action is. And he raises with it here. SRL is going to play captain of this ship for a minute.
He has no doubt of what he's doing.
Nope. Atlas picks up another pocket pair with fives. Looks like he let those go. So we're going to go four ways. A couple of suited connectors, ace queen, and a pair of eights. Andy Dropper hits top pair, top kicker. SRL has the gut shot, as does Patty Mac. Not a whole lot there for the eights, unfortunately.
Yeah, for tomorrow, for Monday. Yeah.
All right, they're getting the list set for next Monday. If you want to get in, you can go to Atlas. Looks like Clay's eights are going to hold up, but we're going to see if somebody's going to make a move at it. If they don't, he's going to show the 8 of diamonds. He's going to pick up a pot with the eights. The kings didn't work out for him, but the eights did.
You know, I like that play where he didn't just fire at it on the eight. There's just too many cards.
There's too many cards that can hurt you right there. Absolutely.
Let's just take her down if I can.
So actually, with the last couple pots, even with the kings, it looks like Clay moved up a little bit in the standings. Good for him. It's been a battle for him tonight. He played really well.
We're going to ban Gunslinger from coming on Monday night. So just so y'all know, I'm going to call ahead and tell them we're full.
Oh, I don't think we'll do that. I think we want Scott in. I think we want Scott in.
I love the dude.
I do too. He's super nice. And you know what? One of the things that I really appreciate about Scott, whether he's winning or losing, he's the exact same at the table.
Still happy.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He just enjoys playing, and I love playing with him.
I agree. I 100% agree. And I'll play with anybody that's like that.
So Clay picks up the straight flush draw, gut shot. Panty dropper with the open-ended straight draw. Bone with second pair, second kicker. See if Clay picks up another pot here. Another heart. He just
Give him
might.
a 7 of hearts. Let's see what happens here. Yeah.
That's going to – you know what? I want to make a bet. I think Bone might fire this.
Safe bet.
That's what he's done that a couple of times tonight. Now, I don't know that he's going to get Clay out of there with that bet, but –
bricks.
So Bone was right. Bone still had the best hand. Is Clay going to make a move here?
I think he has to have a chance, but he's not going to get Bone out of it. There's no chance.
What was that bet? 30? I think he's going to get looked up here.
Oh, yeah. You got to.
Yeah, I think Bone calls him here. I think it's a relatively easy call. 2 aces on the board. But he's going to lay it down. Is he going to lay it down? The only thing that beats him here is an ace or ace-10, so.
Nope.
Yeah, he's got to make that call. Good call, Bone. Yeah. Now, that was an impressive bet by Clay with 2 people to act behind him.
I don't hate it. I mean,
no, I don't hate the bet at all. I think if you're going to make that bet, I think you want to pump it up a little bit. You know, there's just so much in the pot at that point. I think Bone was probably calling $30 $200.
I agree. Yep.
So I think if you're going to make that bet, it's got to be a little healthier than that.
Yeah, I could see the numbers in his eyes. They were clicking back and forth.
They were. That's a chess player coming out in him.
Yeah.
That's the chess player coming out in him. He's only got to be right about once every 6 times for that to be a profitable call. So you've got to make that call.
Absolutely.
I think that's the math on it. Just real quick in my head, somewhere around there. Maybe not even that often. All right, we've got a bunch of random hands in here. Patty Mac's going to lead out with second pair.
I'll make it.
Atlas may call with his gut shot. He does. Another 10, another diamond. That might get Atlas to fold. Yep. Nice bet, Patty Mac. Second pair.
Yep. Well,
So remind everybody, this is our Monday night Patty Mac's game. Starts at 7 o'clock. It's a 1-2. No limit, $200 buy-in game. No bomb pots. No 7 deuce. No trickery. Just straight hold 'em. If you want to play, get on Poker Atlas. Sign up. Call the Poker House. Come into the Poker House here at Burleson and get on the list. And we'd love to have you play. I've got my game on Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock. It's a 1-2, $300 max buy-in. We do play 7 deuce. We have a bomb pot at the top of every hour. That game's a lot of fun to play in. Really,
you changed the rules on your 7 deuce.
we did.
didn't you?
We did. And actually, we were talking about that earlier. It actually got hit more last week playing it post flop, paying it post flop. So it was interesting how that worked out. So we're going to start with hand 74, and again, that's a great number for winner to hit, dealing a couple of ace-10s. We've got SRL with the spade draw.
Aaron with aces.
Aaron with aces, Atlas with aces. Clay's got, oh no, I thought those were spades, okay. So let's see how this plays out. SRL might raise here. Nope, he's just going to call. Another jack. That probably will slow everybody down. SRL just calls. King gets there. So this is going to be a chop pot unless somebody makes a move at it.
Well, in bed.
Aaron's going to fire.
I figured he would.
Atlas going to make the call, I think, and that's going to be a
Heck
chop
yeah.
pot. Good bet, good call. Aaron's frustrated. I do all this work and I get half the pot. That's the way it goes sometimes.
It is.
So once again, I want to thank Chick-fil-A in Burleson for helping us out with our pregame meal, our catering they did. Want to mention the FOURtune Jackpot. I don't think it's been hit tonight. I didn't hear anybody screaming and going nuts, so we're still at $4,750 on our FOURtune Jackpot. Hit one of 4 called hands in 4 hours, and the jackpot's yours. We've got probably just a couple, 2 or 3 more hands, I would imagine. SRL racking it up tonight. He's had a great night. Patty Mac with an ace, going to call. Vaughn's going to fold. TT's been really quiet the last hour. Really hasn't had a whole lot to play with. He's maximized the hands he's had.
Yeah, he kept a couple early and then,
Yeah, he ran a
pulls
little.
the reins in a little bit.
Well, he ran a little dry. I was watching.
Did he?
I was watching his hands. A lot of queen 4s, a lot of king 3s. A lot of hands that just don't play well in any situation.
Right.
Didn't have a whole lot of suited cards. So if you go back and watch, he played well.
He's a good player. I mean, we
Yeah.
all everybody at this table is a good
Yep.
player.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. They know what they have. Sometimes you get somebody like me that gets a little loosey-goosey, but I had to make something happen. It wasn't working for me. So.
Aaron here with the top pair, queen high kicker. Not a whole lot for the other two. He's going to fire out, and I think we'll just see fold here. Yeah. Nice job, Aaron. You didn't have to split that one with anybody. All right, here's our last hand of the night. Let's see if we can get 3 or 4 people to get it all in here on the last hand. I doubt that'll happen, but you never know.
It's a pretty calm game. This is not.
Our Wednesday night game gets a little out of control sometimes, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I think it really depends on who's playing in that game. We get a mix of people. We get a different variety of people, and you never know from one week to the next what's going to happen. So Bone's going to fold. TT folds. Atlas going to fold. Clay's going to pick up 8s again. The 8s worked out for him last time. Kings didn't, but the 8s did. Aaron want to play the last hand? No, he's going to fold it. What's Patty Mac going to do in the last hand here? 4-5 suited. I think I'd stick the rest of my chips in there, Patty Mac. That's my kind of hand. That's my kind of hand.
Uh-oh.
Well, Patty Mac got a gut shot. SRL got a flush draw.
And Clay hit trips.
Clay hit trips. So, yeah, this pot, there might be a little bit of action in this pot. SRL open-ended with a flush draw against top set.
Already did. I did that for myself.
Y'all didn't hear that was Patty Mac asking Rhino if he wanted to cash out his chips, and he's already done that.
Yeah,
so.
I cashed them out myself, DJ. It's fine.
I think this might be a really good sized pot when all's said and done here. Surprised SRL just called there, but paired the board and then put a heart out there. How about that? How about the 8 of hearts? That'd be an interesting card.
That would be. Yes, very much.
8 of hearts would be a really interesting card. Oh, the queen of hearts.
Oh, there it is.
Sheesh. So is Patty Mac going to make a move with his last $50 or so? No. Clay's going to fire 20 again. I think that was 20. Bet 30. Oh, no. SRL's going to make his presence known with a $100 raise. Clay's going to call, looking to pair the board on the river.
All right, Scott. Fucking 7-9 again.
You play shove?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, looks like he folded his set.
Clay, you're going to look back on that and know you did the right thing.
He did do the right thing. And that
at the time,
boy, I'd have a hard time folding
I
there.
would have to.
But that's the way that goes. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank everybody for watching. We can look at a little play style here.
Knew it. I knew I was going to be the calling station tonight.
Ryan's the calling station. That's all right. Well, don't feel bad. They've got SRL just right there with you. So it's the way that goes sometimes. TT just didn't have a whole lot of cards to play tonight. Clay played quite a bit. Got really unlucky with kings. He got unlucky with those 8s right there, flopping the set. And wow.
I mean, if Terry Bradshaw can go there, then you don't got to be too smart.
So, Rhino, it looks like you were cursed tonight.
Yeah.
That's where they're putting you is at cursed. So,
yeah, it's all right. I curse myself sometimes on some of those hands that I played, but hey,
well, and there's our luck distribution. So SRL was the luckiest, and I don't know if you want to call a whole lot of that luck, but SRL Scott played really, really well tonight. If you look at TT, he didn't win a whole lot, but he played the hands. He maximized the hands that he had. There's some of our bad beats. Clay took one, Patty Mac took one, SRL took one on a 2-pair against the straight.
15,
Yep.
84.
DJ, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, and I'll be here Wednesday night. We've got our game going on. I think I'm coming tomorrow night to play the $100 freeze out tournament.
Yep.
Which is really, really good. So there's our earnings.
That's
for
a
tonight.
good tournament.
It's a great tournament. Love the structure. So SRL was up $1,300 tonight. Not bad for a $200 buy-in. Bone was $111. TT was plus 90. And we've got a few on the negative side. So that's poker, and that's the way that goes sometime. But I expect to see Rhino at the top next week.
I'll be back. Yeah, that's for sure. I'll see you Wednesday night for sure. Be up here probably help Patty Mac with your stream.
Can't wait. We appreciate it.
Did he say
We're
when he'd pay me
glad
for
to
that
be here and
$200?
love this place. If you don't know this place, come check it out. The
All right,
free
guys.
rolls are the way to do it.
And we'll see y'all Wednesday.
Here's Lorenzo.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Thanks to DJ Rhino, Patty Mac coming in, doing some commentary. Two of them were playing, but DJ Iron Man this whole set by himself, all 3 hours. They're switching it over to me now to talk your off about our tournaments. We talked about all of them already, but stay tuned with me. We got our 1,500 guaranteed free roll tournament. This is Thursdays and Saturday nights at 6 p.m., so you can hop in for free, take home your share of that $1,500 guaranteed prize pool. We have optional add-ons for you to increase your chip stack when you buy in, and we got add-ons at the break for you as well. That way you can have a little bit of insurance there in case you're running a little tight before registration ends. This is the tournament Rhino and DJ were just talking about. This is our $100 entry, $1,000 guaranteed freeze-out tournament tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. We had players asking for freeze-outs. A few people getting exhausted with all the rebuying and add-on going on. So this is a one, no lifelines, no backup, no add-ons, rebuys, one and done tournament, $1,000 guaranteed for it, $100 entry for you. Every single day we've got this one at noon, 12 p.m., $500 guaranteed lunchtime free roll. Again, another free roll. This one does have the rebuys and add-ons for you. We got some at the break for you as well, so you can hop in for free, take home a piece of that 500 guarantee. Like DJ said, usually decently busy during that tournament, so it's going to go over 500 for sure. And it's definitely a fun one for players of all styles. And this one is our busiest tournament. Sundays and Fridays, the 7 p.m. Bomb Pot tournament, $1,500 guaranteed. It is one-handed bomb pot at the beginning of every single level. You can hop in for free. We do have rebuys. We do have add-ons for this one as well. Like I said, it's our busiest one. So the guarantee is going to go, or the prize pool is going to go past that guarantee. A lot of big player pool. Lots of action going on for that one. DJ's game Wednesday, Patty Mac coming back next Monday, then DJ coming back next Monday, then we'll have another ladies game. We got our FOURtune Jackpot tomorrow. If no one hits it tonight, it'll be up to $5,000. Once again, thanks to, I believe, Greg. Thanks to Greg from Chick-fil-A for taking care of the food situation for us. Shout out to Smokey for paying for that. And that's all I've got for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks to DJ again. Thanks to Rhino, Patty Mac. And we'll be seeing you